Nugent stranglehold playing through my headset here. I think I might be by myself listening to Nugent. But let me, man. You'll come in and I'll start rapping. I even got my lucky shirt. We can do it. Can't screw this up, right? Um, Pat, bring it, baby. Uh, I'll start grinding when I see people show up. I'll have at it in the city. I'd have a private rock and roll concert. Oh man, anyone in? The ceremony is about to begin. Anybody know who that's from? Get the booby prize if you know who said that. Who sang that? And I wish you could play Nugent over this thing. Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! Oh, I'm delirious. I'm tired. It's been a disaster. Woo! Nugent's telling it like it is. How's everybody doing, man? I hear people. All right, Ted. I'm gonna have to turn you down. Sorry, Ted. I'm breaking the credo over here and turning Ted off before he's done. I hope he doesn't get angry. I see people saying that Phillips is. Kenneth Grant's like a comp is Jalen Phillips. What's his name? Phillips, the old guy we used to have. The guy who was a lazy bum. Man, I hope not, but I don't think so. I think the kid's a good kid. Phillips, I think he had a bad. I got to go back to some Nugent. Scott Frazier, what's going on, brother? All right, I'll turn Nugent down again since somebody's here. What's going on, man? Did you hear? I don't know. I don't see that people are saying that Grant's a comp for Phillips. I think Phillips had a bad attitude and was lazy. I think this kid kind of gives up a little bit on plays when he gets frustrated, but he's 21, you know. And I don't think he's a bad kid at all. I think he's a worker. I like the pick. I like our pick a lot. Not if he was really powerful along with the rest of the stuff, I'd be ecstatic. I might grow hair again or something. But I think the kid's good. I think this kid's got a high floor and a high ceiling. What do you think about the draft, Scott? Anybody out there have any takes on this draft tonight? Can we? I mean, look, however you want to slice it. I mean, maybe some people saying they wanted Barron. Some people, I know, my man Dirk wanted Nolan, but I just see this as a solid pick at least. I don't know. It's a good pick for me, man. We gotta do good on this one. Yeah, if Membo was there. So, a lot of it's not like, oh, I need this position at that point. I got to go get it. You got to maximize. And who are you going to take? Membo, Campbell would have been a little bit of a concern. I think the Patriots, they're going against history, metrics history. The only guy I would say 100% is Membo. I like the dude, what's the name? Brooks, the guy Dallas took. But he doesn't fit us. He's more of a man power scheme. He just wouldn't work for us. What CB is that? Yeah, but who are you going to take? I mean, Rutledge would be nice. There's some guys in this round. I don't think we're going to grab. If we grab an offensive lineman, if we grab some offensive lineman in the second and third round, I swear Greer's not running the show. It's just not his MO. Like, we need safeties, we need corners. Um, I don't know. I don't see really anybody super that that would override all the needs, except for maybe Rutledge. I really like him. Um, I don't know. Cleveland. Oh, Cleveland really did well. Next year they got three top like 33 picks, something like that. Maxwell. Let me see. I'm trying to remember his name. Maxwell. They got us taking. Who did they got us taking? They got us taking somebody. I kind of like a Moss a little bit. I didn't really study them out too much, because I thought we were going to. I thought we were going to really take one in the first round. I didn't know about the injury though until late on Johnson. I think if Johnson was healthy, we'd definitely take him. That injury really flipped the board. I got to check Maxwell out. I probably studied him out. I just don't remember the names. Where are we at? We definitely need a corner. I mean, yeah, I know Duck. I mean, are we really moving on from Ramsey? Maybe we're not moving on from Ramsey. Maybe the Dolphins are not going to get what they want, and he's here. You know, what's he going to do? Not play? He forfeit his money. You know, that would be terrible because I think he'll do something stupid. Yeah, you know, it's a balance, BPA and then needs. You know, so we were talking about it yesterday. So if you're sitting there and you got 5 edges and the best guy's an edge, and then you got holes in your offensive line, and you know the edge guy's like a 9, you know, and your offensive lineman's an 8. What's really best? What is BPA? You know, it's a team build. You know, you got to build through your team. It's not really a rotisserie team. It's not collecting talent. I think that's sometimes what Greer forgets. You know, he likes certain things, but you got to build the right team. And you know, I don't know if it's going to work with the Patriots, but that was their guy. That's what they wanted to build around. You know, and I think they might have. I don't know. I like Campbell, but man, that guy's got short. Somebody called him T-Rex Campbell. I thought that was brilliant. He does. Though. He's got these like narrow. He had a big head, narrow shoulders, and he's like T-Rex. I don't know. I think this is one of the most interesting. I got Carson. What's going on? Yeah, that's who I would take. That's who I would take. I kind of got a weird feeling that Weaver's being set up to have the talent because I think he's going to eventually take over as the coach. And I think they're saying to McDaniel, hey, look, man, here's your thing. You know, add a few smaller pieces, make it happen. If you make it happen, then you can stick. But if not, then we turn this. I think Weaver's definitely in the running. Ravens they're the best. No, not the best. I'd say Ravens, Detroit has really gotten good. And then Philly. Philly's the best. Ravens are the best long term. They've been doing this since like the late 90s. 30-inch arms, right? I think it was 33. I don't know. They measured his arm in the combine. It was like 32 and 5/8, then his arms grew to like 33. I don't know. It's not even the arm length, really. It's the shoulders, his wingspan itself. You know, because if you have like wide shoulders and shorter arms, it's not so bad. But he's like the combo. I don't know. That is going to be such a fun. Yeah, that was what I wanted to put that in my podcast, but I totally forgot. Yeah, well, it's not even just big men. I think it was like 23 total if you factor in running backs, linebackers, and in trench. Because everybody knows the league is moving to pass balance, A and B gap control. It seems like Greer, whoever's running the show, figured that out, but it was many years too late. Receivers, it was the least amount of receivers taken since 2019. And again, that's what I've been talking about, the cycles. And I don't understand. I really still don't understand how me, like a nobody, could see that and then Greer couldn't. And that's a sign to me that he's just not there. But it's clear now we're there. You can look at the running back because the money flows to what the cycles are too. It's another way to look. And now the money's going back to running backs. The drafts are going back to running backs because you want to put out your little looks. Okay, we're going to have linemen. We're going to have tight ends. We're going to have running backs. You're not going to be able to sit in those light looks, So let's see. The Philly did great, man. That guy, was it Gianni Campbell or something? Let me see. They have a decent O-line. It's not that they don't have no offensive line. Let me go check. I just woke up from my old man nap. So my brain is like an old car. It's starting to warm up. Let's see. Who do they got? I know they got rid of Cam. What's his name? I was looking at them yesterday. It's not terrible. They got Macari, which is okay. He's an older guy. Harrelson, Little, Cleveland. Cleveland's big though, man. Ben Cleveland's no, he's not. That's not Ezra Cleveland. I thought it was Ben Cleveland. I got Ezra Cleveland. He's okay. Robert Hainsley. He was pretty good last year. But they got Cole Strange too. Is not bad. It's good little like inline block. It's not a terrible. They've got a small offensive line. I don't know if they're necessary, but they don't. It's okay because the beauty about Gianti is that he's going to make the first guy miss. And so if you come out, and I think they're going to come out in a lot of three wide receiver sets, and then that's going to force the small looks, and then no DB, no nickel is going to want to take on Gianti. They're going to lose bad group of receivers. Yeah, I didn't really study them out because I didn't think we would take one. I should have, probably done it anyway. I was a little slow this year. Don't know why Philly wasted a pick to trip. I don't know. Maybe they thought somebody else would grab them. But it's not even really bad. They had like 3 or 4 fifth-round picks, so they gave one of them like 4 fifth-round picks. If that's all it takes to get the guy you want in the first round, it's better than getting a guy you're not so happy with. I mean, a 5th-round pick, if you only had one, that'd be something. But Roseman just stacks the thing up every year. Who got better at the end of the day of the Jacks? Nah, I don't like the Jags trade, though. Wait, I'm thinking, for some reason, I'm thinking, damn it. I'm thinking like Jags protect Gianti because I was thinking about that. I'm out of sleep. He's with the Raiders. Oh, man, they got a good offensive line. I got to get this brain rocking and rolling, man. Holy cow. Yeah, the Jags have a kind of okay. They got an okay small line. I didn't like the I gotta drink some of this. I gotta wake up. No, I didn't like the Jags pick. I thought that was ridiculous. You don't trade that much. I don't care. Unless he's Deion Sanders. But even Deion Sanders was picked up for 1 pick. I thought that was foolish. But I don't like that coach, the guy who came from Tampa. He was a little dubious. I don't know. I think he's got some bad juju in the tank for him. No, Gianti's. Oh, you're talking about Gianti with no O-line in college. Sorry, I'm finally getting it. Yeah. Oh, he's great. Yeah, that guy's a superstar. Sorry, man. I thought I got on a half an hour early to try to get my game on. Yeah, he had no line in college. He's that guy. I think for me, he's better than Barkley. Like I like him better than Barkley as far as a talent. I think he could be the best talent since Peterson. It's just something special about the guy. I don't know, man. I'm so excited. I hate the fact that we got to play him this year. Cleveland may tank for Manning. Yeah, they might. I don't know if they're gonna tank. I think they just might suck. Yeah, but like Minnie with the Jets last year and JJ. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Minnie looks like I don't know, man. I think McCarthy's coming back full steam. They grabbed the offensive lineman. Jags paid way too much. I think they gave away a second and a first for that. So you paid a second and 2 firsts for that guy. No, they did. They actually did really, really well. That was a great pickup, and they stocked themselves up. I mean, in essence, they almost cleared out like a third of the Watson deal on that one move. Yeah, O-line and CB is definitely going to. I don't think we're going to go offensive line. If we do, it'll be very impressive. I think it would be a serious shift in philosophy. Abel, my man, what do you think about this drama between Ramsey and McDaniel? I don't know. I don't know. It's so much drama. I don't know if it's smoke or fire, but there's so much smoke. There's got to be some fire. We just constantly have it here. I think Ramsey's is a jerk. The guy got paid big time. He came here. He knew what he was getting into. I never liked the guy. I really didn't. I mean, I thought he was a good talent, and I did think it was a killer to get him. Didn't like giving him the big money. But, I mean, look what he did with the Jags. They drafted him. And then he, like, got into a fist fight trying to get off the team or whatever, like during a game or something. He's a jerk. I mean, he's not a bad guy like Hill, but he's a jerk. Hey, Franklin, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? I'm sorry, man. My brain is like all noodled up. I'm getting there, though. I got 13 minutes to get on my game. This is like my warm up. My daughter is like she's turning 11 now, so she's getting all emotional. She was supposed to go out with my wife and my 2 sons, and she's all like, "I'm not the best daddy." She's getting all. I had to do like a big conversation. Then they had a huge thing of pasta and meat sauce. Got some on my favorite shirt, my lucky shirt. I hope it doesn't destroy the luck. Fell asleep and like I woke up like I drank a case or something. It's terrible. How you doing? Do you think trading Ramsey at third? You got to get rid of him. I don't think anyone's going to give a third for him, though. You know, people are talking about a fifth for him. I think that's nuts. I would say a fair thing would be fourth. That's conditional. Send him to a team that's good. If he stays healthy and he gets accolades, it could become a third. Anything less than that, if it's just like a fourth or something like that, I don't know. You get screwed because you're going to have to eat money. Bruce. Yeah, I don't know. Well, look, if you're a team like, say, Detroit, and Miami comes to you and says, "Hey, man, we'll eat, 70% of the contract." My cat's coming to go wreck something. Hey, sweetheart. Aria, come get Hazel before she starts wrecking my stuff. Your brother just broke my merino plate. You guys are on my down list. But I think if you're Detroit and you got a tight window and you're like, "Hey, we'll offer you a conditional fourth and you take on a lot of the money," I think that's a fair trade. He still could play. I mean, I think if he gets beat up at the end of the season, he's older and he kind of diminishes. Trade just happen. Yeah, no, they don't. No, that's the whole thing. I mean, look at Cousins just sitting there. You just got to play it out. You got to be patient. And you got to know that it's not in your hands. And that's why you don't lock a guy who's 31 years old with that kind of history for $25 million a year. That's nuts. That was totally nuts. I got 2. I got Lucky. He's a fat slob, dude. He's we had a huge like torrential rain, and a friend of mine, the mother took like the babies when they were a couple days old, and then put them up on top of the windowsill because it was flooding because they were like in the bottom of a valley. And then when the rain subsided, she came back and took everyone but Lucky because he must have been like the runt. He's got like these like weird like bow legs in the back. He's a great hunter, but he's a fat slob. He's nice. He just wants to go out and hunt and then come home and suck on like clothes because I guess he misses his mother because we've had him since like 6 days old. I had to treat him like a baby and like sit with milk him all night long. He's a good guy. He's finally become a good guy. He was a jerk, but now he's mellowed out. Fat slob. He just wrecks. He's the one who broke my Merino Cup. Plate. He thinks he's the king. And I got Hazel. She was a stray who just came up to my wife and just like said, "I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you," like day after day. And she's nice. She's real sweet, but she's small, dude. She's like 7.5 pounds. She's tiny, but she's tough. She pushes my pit bull around. My pit bull scared of her and like backs off and stuff. She's ferocious for a little girl. They're cool. Not like I had two cats before this. I had Puck and Aslan. They were the superstars, man. They were like my children. I'd put them on my shoulder and go into the shower with them to wash them. They never scratched me once. I go walking around and they just follow me like dogs. They were the best. This next crew's good. Not like them though. I miss them. They're like my children. Ravens did very well drafting stocks. Oh yeah, we were talking about getting them in 13. Ravens always do well. You know, they're just very solid in everything. They're solid, solidifying the secondary. Also impressed by the Patriots. Yeah, like I was saying before, Tom. Half of me thinks he could do it, and half of me doesn't. But I think in reality, Campbell is one of the most fascinating studies of offensive linemen because you got a guy who was highly successful in a big conference, a lot of success, and he's coming in with the worst metrics in 30 years as far as arm length. Now, it's going to test the arm length. The whole concept of what the value of that is. And if they swing and miss on his kid, I mean, they're not going to miss totally. I think that he could move inside, worst case scenario. Chris Kaufman kind of was like, talked me into saying, hey, you know what? I don't know. I think he's more of a guard. They're going to play him a tackle. And so if this kid can beat that metric of that wingspan and arm length, it's going to be huge. It's going to be interesting. But if he fails it, it's going to really. If he comes in and fails with those numbers, arm length and wingspan, you won't see anybody ever do that again for a long, long time. And so I think Vrabel, especially with Membo there, I think Membo is a problem because he could have been like the next Onwenu, and they already got Onwenu. So I'm very interested in that. A 20-pound tabby that beats up coons. Yeah, I had one of those years ago. Gray. I found him when I was a kid riding my bike, and I heard him just like meowing. And this cat looked like he was half dead, and he was so skinny. He was like a kitten. I don't know how he got there. It was like in the middle of an industrial park, and the cat was just strong up all the time. But he eventually grew into one of those big guys. He looked like Marlon Brando with the big head. He was the sweetest thing. Birds would land next to him. All he wanted to do was sleep with the other cats. He was the best. I love that guy. Yeah, cats can be great. They can be pain in the neck though when they're like persnickety. Which prospects would have to be gone for trading down? I think there's guys out there like Amos. A lot of people like Amos. There's another corner out there too. Let me see. What was his name? I'm trying to remember his name. Will Johnson. Look. Do we go get Will Johnson? Do we try to do Xavier Howard 2.0? I don't know. We need all this capital, though. And it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I saw a draft. Let me find that draft. Where is it? They had us taken. Who did they say we had us taken? Noel Williams. I don't know much about him. I got to check into him. Rebel. That's another guy people like. It's hard. Cornerback's so hard to really, once you get to that second round, it's really hard to evaluate. It's very difficult. For me, it is. It's very hard. Cornerbacks are always very hard for me to evaluate because once they get to that next level, everything changes. First round's usually easy because they have so few failures. Are you worried so much of your cap goes to just a few plays that can work? It already has. We're done. We're toast for 2 years. It is what it is. Ramsey will be gone. He'll be gone next year. That will open up cap. And then 27 is the free year. It's like freedom. The chains come off. So I'm just looking at this thing like, let's get coherent for 2 years. Let's get some good plays in here. Let's see what happens. For that's success for me. I'm not really but I'm different. In 2021, I said, this is a bad bill. We're not going anywhere. 2022, I said, oh, this is very unique. It's going against NFL history, but I didn't believe. I never believed. I believed the beginning of 21, and then it quickly fell apart when I saw the offensive line. I'm not really worried about success. I'm worried about building that offensive line, the rest of the team. So Kobe Bryant, yeah, but you love Kobe Bryant, man. You keep talking about him. That's another guy. I never got a chance to check him out. Cats have a bad problem with eating dead critters. Yeah, that's when I know they like you, though. That's like a present. Ripped up carcass. Yeah, I'm happy. Thanks. They just have to pick for need and hope. Yeah, it's like the good side of having so many needs is that your best player available and needs kind of usually go hand in hand. So, I mean, even if there was a DT there, you need another DT. I like Caldwell in the fourth, the nose tackle. I hope we get him because Benito doesn't like really do it for me. But you need, you can get a backup quarterback. Definitely want to get another receiver because Hill's going to be gone. Offensive lineman. Problem is, though, you're going to be drafting for stretch zone, or you're going to be drafting for the next regime that's going to be doing pass balance and running inside zone more, or at least, a balance of inside zone and outside zone, or maybe even something different. So, but you need corners, you need safeties. So this is really just, we got a Swiss cheese team, and you just got to get the right players, good players. They don't know. I mean, maybe Nolan's better than Grant, but I think Grant's going to be fine. He's going to be a good player. Just get good players. If you get 5 good players out of this, when's the last time you got 5 good players out of a draft? Like, I mean, good players, they don't have to be like superstars, but 2 or 3 starters, 2 guys that are solid backups with potential. That would be like a stellar. It'd be mind blowing. Curtis, you could build a franchise when you have, yeah, but we don't know. I did my cartoon, man. How do you know that Marvin Allen and Champ Kelly haven't taken over? I don't know. I'm not. It's probably crazy. It's probably paranoid. It's hopeful. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe Weaver's got more power now than McDaniel. I don't know. Can't overthink it and draft development. Yeah. No. This is where it's going to be at. He's going around 60, 70 in mocks. We need cornerback, but dang, drafting all around. Yeah, but so if you draft a guy that's a universal player, that he's not super fast or whatever, he's not going to really fit with what we do here. And then if McDaniel moves on, and he's not going to fit probably the next scheme, which is not going to be this run scheme. So I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that they're saying, Weaver, we're going to give you all the talent. McDaniel, you're on your own. We gave you Daniels. We brought Eichenberg back. You got Paul. Make something happen here. We got your Farrell Brown. And, prove your worth. I think 4th round, but I hope I'm wrong. Rutledge would be great. Bottom line is that Greer can't compensate for damage he's inflicted on. No. But it's not, I think, it's not even compensating because it's dead. The majority of the assets you had over the last 6 years are gone. Who's left? Who's here that you drafted? Eichenberg, Jackson, Tua, Waddle, Celia brought in as a free agent. Chop, I guess you got last year. Kohu. Really, and then a bunch of other guys on the lower levels. So this team is basically all those prior things. So it's not really compensation; it's rebuilding. Hey, happy hippie! Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Oh, yeah, the draft song. They put the draft 2-day thing over here. How do I get to that? How do I get to that? Let's see. So we're just rebuilding, man. This is a whole new squad. Celebrate Grandin. I got freaking blown out. Like my laptop internal battery got fried. Oh, putts. Let's see, Bruce. I'm still scared for. Yeah, 2017 draft. Oh yeah, that's the year we got um instead of Watt, Harris, right? That was a disaster. I don't know how you screwed that one up. The only thing Watt had was some injury history. That was nuts. Browns are up. Browns are up. Oh man, I don't drink. This is gonna knock me out even more. By the time this draft's over, I'm gonna be in a convalescence home. Emin Wari, man. Remember how Emin Wari was like the guy? They saw something they didn't like from him. But then Starks was so high too, and he fell to 28. It's amazing how this stuff. Oh, dude, yeah, Tankersley. I remember Tankersley. He had 3 good games. I was like, this guy's really good, and then he just totally fell off. That guy was a disaster. McMillan, that was the craziest pick. They took a linebacker who should have been playing in the 80s. That was, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that thing. That brings back bad memories. Thanks. Yeah, that's a bad one. Saviat, I like him for what we do, and he's a good pass blocker, and he can handle power in a pass block. But I'm not really high on his I'm not really high on his run blocking. But I didn't study him. But I think I would take Rutledge, but I don't know if he's going to be there. But maybe I think Rutledge might be there. I don't know. I just don't think. I think the cornerback is where they're going to go because if you want to set up Weaver, you can't go in with this DB group if Ramsey's gone. The best was my man Tommy from the Mafia Sports Report, Bills fan. Love the guy. He's like, you took my guy. He wanted Grant so bad. He was even talking about the Bills trading up to get him. And then they also wanted Tyleek Williams, and he got taken in front of him. He's not too happy with the corner. They got this small corner who ran 4.28. So it was a double nice. Stuck it to the Bills and did something right. Cleveland's on. I don't like it, Dell. Anybody like it, Dell? I don't know if we go IOL. I think we should. I definitely think we should. I just don't. I mean, if Greer's running the show, I don't see it. For me, it would have been like I would have put together this offensive line. It's the first thing I would have done to see if two is any good and prep for the right quarterback if he isn't. That's what I would have done. But we didn't really have that much to do with that 13 spot. And defensive tackles a need too. Rutledge would have been a nice pick here if he's there. Honestly, I agree. We need secondary help, but I want to see this offense rolling with the run game and pass attack. I like high scoring games. Yeah. But the problem is, though, if you don't get this defense straightened out, they're going to have to score a lot of points, and it's going to change the offense to be desperate, and it could get ugly. Because I think even if you drafted a good guard right now, Paul's an unknown, although his promise. Jackson's not good. Daniel's coming off the injury. Brew is one-dimensional. So, and then, just imagine if you get one injury. So I just don't think we could put together everything the way we want. I think, for me, it would be find a good guy later in the draft. Unless, I mean, again, I would take heavy guy. But I wouldn't have gotten Daniels. I wouldn't have extended Jackson. I don't know. It's kind of a bind. I think two is and McDaniel kind of getting left out in the lurch a little bit. How much time did they give him? 10 minutes, or is it 7 minutes? I definitely would have built the offensive line right out. That would have been the first thing I did. We had so many opportunities. At this stage, though, it's hard. It's really hard. I think you just got to find a guy in that fourth round that's going to become a good starter, or third round, and then you hope that Paul pans out. You gotta if a real another GM and coach coming here, Brewer's gone, Jackson's gone, Daniels is gone, and if you can get this other guy, he could be a center or guard. You got two guys, and next year you draft another one or two, and then maybe by end of 27 is where you finally put this offensive line together, right? What about Shador Sanders, man? Is Shador going? Yeah, but they're not that good at this stage. After the draft, neither one. Neither one. Probably, there's a couple of really good linemen out there. Sheriff is still out there. I don't know how we didn't pick him up instead of. I mean, you probably could have got him for like 7. Give Eichenberg's 2.2 to him, and you got 4.8 more to, and you could have got him, and he would have been way better than Eichenberg. You're going to get older guys. You're going to get guys with issues. So Sheriff is definitely. Well, and then you got Gonzalez. Yeah, Gonzalez, right, from Arizona. So maybe offensive lineman. Corners are hard, dude. It's a tough premium position. You can usually find older offensive lineman vets to bring them in. Come on, man. What are you doing here? You don't know who you're getting? And all day. Why are these guys taking so long? All right, here we go. Yeah, man. Cleveland got a double whammy there, man. 2 trades. Joe Thomas, man. What a darn good player. No Shador, man. Oh, man. Shador Sanders is dropping like a hot rock. Man, he's getting a dose of humility. It's probably good for the kid, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, they're definitely tanking for the quarterback next year. Carlson Schlesinger. That's a football name. That looks pretty good. Yeah, man. Shador, man. I think his legendary. He had a legendary on his on the wall or underneath his sneaker thing or whatever. Guy's a legend in his own mind. And he's melted down. He was a walk on too. I like the Schlesinger. No star recruit. I like this guy. All right, hold on a second. Ed Guest. That Dolphin Realtor is coming on. Let me see. All right. Oh, guys, I'm doing another thing here. I got to send him a tech email. Oh yeah, they said he interviewed terribly. He thought he was like he supposedly some people are saying that he was like expected to be like a top 3 or 4 pick, and he just kind of mailed it in for the rest of them. Bad move. Yeah, a lot of people like him. Oh, he will, and if he doesn't, he's still not going to be good. He's not good. I don't know how people say he's good. I mean, I understand that everyone has different evaluations, but that's crazy, man. It's like I think some of these guys on his team, man, they have like Jedi mind tricks. I remember I had to fight with people over Eichenberg for a while too. He's no good. His technique's off. He gets beat quick on around the edge and the pass rush. He can't drive block, and like they'll just pick like a couple plays and like I think if you're evaluating players and you're doing film, and all your show is like the good stuff, or pick like 3 plays, it's not really a winner. Yeah, well, I was a walk on. I also got walked off. I didn't stick as long as I wanted. It's not easy, man. Walking on is like a weird thing, man. It's like uh, program I was at. I managed to get through like the first wave and keep going, but they treated you like garbage. I mean, it was this old. We had an old like Irish drunk running back coach, and he was just watching the walk-ons do drills, and one guy like cut. He should have been there though. He blew his knee out. He's like, "Get that piece of garbage off the field. He's running my reps." I'm like, "Oh man, what is this?" It's different, man. Different. Like I worked my way up from. I was on like the practice team. They give you the pads, and all the guys are wearing equipment. I worked up from there, and they saw something, but it was not easy, man. It was they don't you like told you like garbage. Yeah, walk-ons who make it. They've got some grit. Pick is in. Oh, I know. He liked me though, man. He really liked me. I remember they didn't a lot of the guys on the team didn't like me because like I walked on and came up and I was like they had me rushing the quarterback. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Like I tried to pad and I hit the quarterback. And so then like some of the guys on the offense didn't like me, especially all the running backs. Uh, and then when I started like making it, I was like kind of some people really liked me, and then the defense started hating me. But the defensive coach was a jackass. He hated me, man, or he just hated everybody. I think he was like living hate. But the drunk Irish coach, man, he was a nice guy. So I remember, uh, like one of the guys came up, like one of the players, and like when I walked on, I first walked on, I wasn't really in shape because I hadn't played and I wasn't lifting. And then that summer ball, like I worked out and started working out again, and like I got up to my original size. Like I was pretty big before that. And then he's like, he's like, "Ah, you're looking pretty good." Like the player, he's like, and then the coach like, "Shut up." They thought I was on juice, but I wasn't. I was like natural. I just like when I first got on it, I just like a lark. Let me like go back to football, and I wasn't really like big or anything because I wasn't really lifting. And then I had time to train and get myself together. But he liked it. He was a total drunk though, man, total drunk. Get that piece. I still remember. I'm like, what the hell is this, man? Like, cause I was in high school and it was like, one thing, and this guy's just drinking like garbage. I liked him though. The receivers coach, I can't remember his name, and the offensive line coach. That's why I love offensive line. Those two guys. I can't remember their names now. It's been 30 something years. They were so nice to me. They really wanted me to make it, especially the offensive line coach. That's why I would sit and watch like him do the coaching and stuff. Real nice guys, except not the defense. And Coach Powers, the head coach, he was a great guy. He liked me too. But a lot of the coaches and players didn't. Trade. Oh man, Titans gave up a third. They're gonna grab a wide receiver. Hey man, Scott, that took about 7 on you now. That's your guy. I'm surprised they're not talking about Rutledge. I guess his measurables, and he had really good short cone drill, but maybe the rest of his measurables and his size is not like 7S is bigger. Yeah, there's a lot of coaches like I don't know if it's like that anymore. I wonder. But this was in the 90s. So like, things were totally different back then. And Scott, they're talking about taking Titans are going to take Safinessa, but I don't think so. I think they needed some receivers, maybe. I'm trying to remember how they looked like. Tennessee Titans. They got Lockett and Ridley. They got Latham, Moore Jr., Zietler, Cushenberry, who should get better. He was a really good center. He had a bad year last year. Skronsky. Now I don't see them going offensive line. They need a cornerback. Well, they got Snead. He hasn't been doing well at all. McCleary. I think they might go corner or tight end. Yeah, safety. They got Woods, Hooker. They're older though. Yeah, I think cornerback's bigger need though. Gonna have to move off Snead if he doesn't get it right. Derrick Henry, that's a good player. Seattle's up. Oh, there you go. And Warri's gone. Evan Warri's gone. He's a good player. He looked like he was super talent. I guess it was safety. Shador's having that. Oh, worse. Worse. Brady Quinn and Rogers went in the first round. You got it, hippie. They say he's a little stiff, Nick Emenwari. I don't know. If you use him the right way. Oh, defense looks pretty good. 220. 438. Yeah. I know that Reason was very high on him and Worry. He was big on him. Vegas. Dude, is Shador Sanders going to the third round? Yeah, remember Lewis Oliver? He was a beast. I like Lewis Oliver. He was a hitter. Wasn't it Lewis Oliver? Was it Lewis Oliver had the hit on the what was his name? The big running back who's from Africa. What was that? Was that big hit, man, back in the day? What's his name? I can't remember his name. The Nigerian Nightmare. Wasn't Oliver who had the hit on him? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Running back. 5'11". Man, these guys are so big. 5'11", 5'8", 220. Yeah, not bad. A little bit of movement. I like that. Hey, did anybody sign Nick Chubb? Yeah, Christian Okoye. Hey, thanks, BJ. Yeah, remember that? I love Christian Okoye. He was one of my favorite backs. I love that guy. I used to just. He reminded me of like a Zonka in like my age. I love Christian Okoye, but that hit after that hit for some reason, I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but it's the something like it's the mystique dispel that he quickly went downhill. Christian Okoye, that's right, brother. This kid looks pretty good. It's like so much they don't even talk about what's their pass blocking. That's a key, man. If you come into this league, you got to pass block if you want to be a good run back. Pickett, Judkins, Judy, Tillman, Njoku. I'm starting to think that the owner wanted Watson because if the owner didn't want Watson, these guys wanted Watson. There's no way they'd survive. I think the owner forced that and is like giving him the break. I think it was Oliver, wasn't it, that made that hit on Okoye? It was one of ours. It was our line. It was our safety. I'm gonna go look. Ooh, Raiders traded out. Oh, it was Atwater. I'm wrong. It was Atwater. Why did I think it was Lewis Oliver? Oh, Miami made a trade. Hold on. Miami traded up. I'm too busy looking at the other thing. Damn it. Man. Uh-oh. Who are they going for? Cornerback, I bet. I bet you they're going for cornerback. I hope not. Well, I hope so, but I hope it's not Johnson. Man, Miami made a pretty big move. Pick the right guy. I got my shirt on, man. Pick the right guy. Oh, so they lose a third. They get a fifth. They lose a third and a fourth. Dolphins give a third and a fourth. Ooh, that hurts. That means they're shut down, man. That means they're shut down till tomorrow late. This better be a good pick. Uh-oh, Greerin? No! Lyman. Savanessa? I think they're going to go for Johnson. Uh-oh. Sweating. Oh, there you go. All right. All right. Well, you got your guard, man. I'm totally surprised. All right. What do you think? That's surprising, dude. Somebody else is running these drafts. Somebody else is running these drafts. Whoever it is, I like it. Scott's pretty happy, man. You can't complain. We went total trenches. So, you know what? They added the offensive lineman out. Eichenberg is done. Uh-oh, I gotta start studying this kid out more. Big trade. So what do we do in a corner, man? But whatever. We got the trenches. Dolphins Day is done. He did? That's good. He's got the connections. He's really into the draft. I got to check Savanessa up. I heard that he said he wasn't really that good at run blocking. But what we do, it's not going to ask him to do a lot of like zone and stuff, so inside zone. They said the one thing I liked about him is he's got the ability to handle power on the pass rush. And the kid's good. He's big. All right. Can you believe that? What's going on here? Do I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone? No, don't they? They have two. We have 2 fourths. So we have one more fourth, right? Yeah. I can't believe we actually went D tackle and guard. I got to start really watching a ton of tape on this kid. Guess what? Eichenberg is not starting. There's no way they're going to spend all this. No way. Eichenberg is not starting. Oh, wait. There he is. Dude, we got Safanessa, man. They trade up for a guard. A lot to trade up, though, man.
Yeah, I just saw that. I can't say that I don't like it.
It better work out, but.
Well, like you said, we don't have to worry about Eichenberg.
No. Finito Mussolini. You got it, brother. No, it's not a typical Greer pick.
Neither one.
Yeah, we traded up. That's a lot to give, though, because now you're out. Your draft's pretty much over. You got the fourth, late fourth.
I wouldn't be shocked to see Miami jump back in the 3rd round here.
With what? Next year?
I don't know. I'm thinking. I wouldn't be shocked to see him either something that has to do with our good buddy Ramsey or some of those 7th round picks.
Maybe.
I guess it just depends on what's available. Can you believe that freaking Sanders is still out?
Dude, he's full like a star from heaven, dude. I can't believe we drafted a guard and a D tackle.
I'm happy. I'm
happy
right now.
What do you think about Savanessa? Because I didn't really go totally crazy studying him out.
He's a pass blocking monster.
Yeah.
His run blocking leaves a little bit to be desired, but he's got a lot of strength. So even though his run blocking is rated kind of a little lower than he's still rated good. It's not like he's
Yeah.
bad at it. But
He also
I think
showed
with his
elite
power,
flashes too.
yeah, with his power and with his speed combined, he's going to be able to pick it up. He'll be fine. I'm so excited for that. I didn't think he would be here for us at 48, and then we traded up.
He
I'm
gave a
happy.
lot. He better work out. He better work out.
We went D tackle and offensive guard in 1 and 2. I can't even pretend to complain about it.
That's totally like
That's true.
we gave a second and a third. This the 98, 48. What else do we give? And the fourth.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I don't even
Third and
know. I
fourth.
haven't seen the
We
trade.
third
What
and
is
fourth.
it?
We traded a second, and we lost our third, and we lost one of our fourths.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's not terrible.
A bummer about the third, though. I was kind of hoping that would be a cornerback.
Yeah.
But
This year's third?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a bad decision.
But that's kind of why I'm thinking they got something in line here. Like they might be jumping back in. We'll see, I guess.
Good
You
God.
know, but
man.
honestly, listen. Look, if everything I looked at the kid and I watched some of this film, he can pass block. He can handle power in the pass block. He can move.
Yep.
If he gets that run blocking up, you gave a second. You gave a second and a third for Eichenberg. So if the kid pans out, yeah, well, that's the thing too. I got Royce. Yeah, you think maybe it depends. I don't know. I don't like what Roy said. That's my thing. It fits this scheme. It's not the zone scheme that bothers me because inside zone takes power too. Outside zone is really not so much about power; it's about movement. So if he could dig guys out in the red zone and inside zone, those third and ones and twos, that's fine. He doesn't have to be great. We lost him. But that's what I got from him. He fit the outside zone system. And
Yeah.
I don't like drafting offensive linemen for the system because if McDaniel moves on, no one's coming back and running this thing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But if he's 324 and he does look thick, not like doughy thick, I got to go study his tape now because if it's a technique thing, it can be fixed. If it's a power thing like Eichenberg, that's a different story. So
This was an inside job, man. They just had him featured on the Polynesian thing on the History Channel or whatever that was that Tua produced.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, look, success is he's 21 too. Both these guys are young.
Yeah, and I do want to say that there's some people on the chats, a lot of people saying things like, we traded a second, third, and fourth. Well, no, we didn't. We still got our second.
Yeah.
That was a trade for the second, and we lost the third, fourth, yes. But that's not the only fourth we have. We still have a fourth round pick. So we have a pick before the fifth round. Just so everybody understands that. It's not like we lost our second.
No.
We just traded. So
We just moved it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Eichenberg deal with a little bit extra.
Yeah. It is a high price, but let me ask you guys this. If he ends up playing like he should, I mean, obviously this guy is going to be our starter for sure. There's just no way it doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Having a solid offensive line that benefits literally every part of our offensive production, I think that's worth a third and a fourth, personally.
Yeah.
I mean,
when you're right, 100%. Yeah, I mean, the whole draft is worth the thing functioning, right?
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it too.
Yeah, they got Trayvon Henderson, the Pats.
Oh, the Pats did? Okay.
Yep.
He's nice. I like him. I was
But I don't know. But what
surprised
about they got two
that
good
Cleveland
backs?
went
Though?
Quinton Johnson before him.
I don't know why they grab him. Don't they have two good backs?
Oh, the Browns?
No, the Patriots.
Well, they're losing the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have Gibson.
Wait,
and
remind
they
me
have
who's.
Ramondre Stevenson and Gibson.
Yeah, they got Ramondre.
Yeah, that
I love Ramondre.
I
don't
can
know what
understand
happened to him.
why.
I guess they don't like Ramondre. Must say they were upset about his fumbles, his fumbleitis. If he steps
For
out,
sure.
yeah, imagine that. Can you guys think he could play tackle?
I think he could probably make that switch. I mean, it's not easy to go from guard to tackle, but I think he could probably pull that off.
Who, Jonah? Didn't he play tackle for Arizona?
No, he was a guard in Arizona, I thought. Now you got me wondering.
I thought he played both at different times. I forget.
He might have. You might be right. I can't say for sure.
Hey, I'm not
Dude,
complaining
everything was going pretty well with what we were saying was going to happen until about freaking Calvin Banks, and then everything went crazy, huh?
That's crazy. Thanks. I can't believe you went that early. Hey, look what Mick Rack says. This draft is not about the season. It's for 26, 27. Yeah, it's all about 27 because Chubb's going to be gone. Hill's going to be gone. Ramsey's going to be gone. And, you'll have some money opening up. Rebuild McDaniel. I think 27 is the year. Highlights, which BJ says the highlights were showing him a tackle.
Yep.
He played both. So that's nice. He's got flexibility.
Yeah. Indade said he played some in right tackle too. Yep.
Right tackle.
Indade don't tell no lies.
Hey, Jankety, Jim says he's better than Hunt.
Ooh, that's high praise. Got to see him in the NFL.
Yeah,
I do like Samoans. They'll work their asses off, though.
Yeah, they got a good character. Their culture has good character.
Yeah.
Stupid trade. It depends. If he ends up being, if he ends up being as good as Hunt, you paid less for Hunt. But at least, I don't know. It's a price. It's pricey. But if he's a all pro guard, I don't care.
I don't think it's stupid. I mean, I respect everybody's opinions, but I'm excited about it. I like what's happening. I like the lineman picks. I'm good with it.
I can't believe Johnson has fallen.
Yeah.
This way to this caliber. That's insane.
His knee must be terrible.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, they must know things that we don't because there had to be some information passed along because that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, he had the turf toe, and then
he just had a hamstring. I guess he's dealing with a hamstring at the moment.
No, they said knee. I heard knee too.
Yeah, the knee is the thing that they're worried about. It's a deteriorating knee.
Oh my God.
That sucks, man. I feel bad for him. No, to be fair, it's a lot. I mean, you're spending 3 picks. But to be fair, the 4th might not be anybody. It's very hard to land a 4th. The 3rd's a decent chance to hit. If he's all pro or he's a pro bowler, it's worth it. If he's not, if he's average, then it's going to hurt you. But, so, I mean, the way they're figuring it too is they got Tua. They got to do something to protect him. They couldn't afford a guy. I don't know. It depends.
A lot of people were praying when they saw that pick roll in. They were praying it was Shedeur. But, I mean, that should tell you the confidence that they have.
I feel bad for the kid. His knee might be chronic. Imagine I'm about ready to make millions.
What, Shedeur?
No, Johnson.
Johnson. Well, Johnson. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible. I feel terrible for him.
Yeah,
Um,
we got more talking about losing our second round pick. We didn't. It's not. You can't look at it that way. You just can't. It's
no, it's a third
we.
and a fourth you lost.
Yeah, it's a third and a fourth that we traded. The second round pick was a switch. We still got our second round pick, just a little early. So I like him. I'm happy.
CBS Sports 7 has to play tackle, but is projected inside at next level. He will move defenders off their spots, allow Miami to run downhill. If he can do that, that's going to change everything.
Yeah, that'll be incredible.
The question is if, you know what I mean? Like if. We'll see. But if it does, Curtis, out of the 11 linemen that they've drafted, they hit on Hunt and Tunsil. Was Give Me Paul is an unknown. So basically, in my eyes, 1 out of 11, they would have did better with quantity. Maybe. I think really at the end of the day, it just matters if he hits. He's got to be good. He's got to be good. He's got to be an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 for that kind of expenditures. You got a thin team. You need guys. You need offensive line help. If you give an A+, or not A+, but like a B+ guy, the value is huge. But if he's not B+, if he's like a B-, then you're taking a hit. Yeah, I can't wait too. I'm going to get on it right away, man. I'm very excited. It's hard because I'm a little hard in my grading. We'll see. I'm always hard on everybody. I'm hard on myself. So if this, all I'm really concerned with, I know he could do things. All I want to know is, can he move guys inside on inside zone? If he can dig guys out, I know the rest is there. I don't care if he plays tackle. Can he dig guys? That's all I care. Is what's his power to move guys out? And I'm going to choose the guys that are top guys that with power and see how he goes against them. And if he does that, then that's great. If he doesn't, then why? But everything I read about him, he can move really well. He's a big guy. He's got weight to him. You can see he's a lower body weight. He's not like Eichenberg. Eichenberg, he's got like his jersey jangles and his keister, which is always a bad
He's got
sign.
them chicken legs.
Yeah. This guy's got the big lower body, which means he's got a low center of gravity. But can he dig guys out? That's what I care about. If he can do that in a run game, and then you're going to put him next to Paul. That's what I was saying. If you get a guy who can dig guys out, you put him next to Paul, and then you can put Farrell Brown next to him. You can move dudes.
Is this the Shedeur Sanders pick right here? Is this the Shedeur?
Uh-oh. Is this the Shedeur? The Shedeur. We got some Shedeur over here. I don't know. I don't think the kid's a bad kid. I just think his daddy coached him forever, and he's got life's not going to give him everything.
I mean, there were a lot of reports. I guess he came off wrong.
Yeah.
There's something about him.
Probably spoiled. His daddy's rich, famous. He never got coached by anybody but him.
Isn't that funny though? I mean, you could do 1,000 mocks, and every single year it's like this. You do 1,000 mocks, and you just never know.
Man, Tyler Shogue.
Before Shedeur?
Yeah, that was my guy.
Oh,
That was my guy.
I like him too.
Out of nowhere.
Shuck. Yeah, that was my guy. Hey, I got somebody right. I didn't say it was going to him, but I thought he was a good player.
I like him.
Yeah, just can he stay healthy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna check Sabanessa, man. I'm getting excited.
So the Saints didn't take him. The Giants don't need him. Who's gonna end up taking Shedeur?
Maybe you.
I was surprised the Raiders didn't try.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Indy's coming up.
Oh yeah. You think Anthony Richardson's a bust like that
Yeah, I do.
already?
They
should be trying to trade him then.
Man.
Yeah.
Interesting. Man, this is getting nuts.
I'm getting excited about Savanessa. He's got to hit, dude. If not, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting
True.
beefy in the trenches. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone in those comments, make sure
I think
you guys
he's-
throw a like down for Curtis.
I think, oh, yeah. I think he's really good for what we're doing. I just don't know if he'll translate to another system. I'm looking now and see. I got him a tackle. Here he is a guard. Oh, no, it's tackle again. Oh, nice. This is all the highlights, though.
Yeah.
He moves well.
He's just not consistent yet.
Yeah, and he's big.
From what
though.
I
He's like,
what I've seen.
he's man big. He's not like Grant to me is not man big yet. He's doughy big. This guy's like man big. I love the genes of the Samoans, man, for football.
Mm-hmm.
It's great genes.
Hey, as somebody who used to have to play against a bunch of Samoans in college, I don't like their genes. They're extremely, extremely strong.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Yeah.
They hurt me on a daily basis, and I have PTSD from it.
What happened to Tua, man? He's the runt. And I like Tua, but he's the runt, man.
He is.
Oh, man. Hey, I'm seeing a note here on Savanea saying extremely high capability to learn quickly, very, very high leadership qualities, and loves to take criticism in coaching.
That's what you need.
Love it.
That makes me happy. I like that a lot.
I just think it comes down to he's got to be pretty good. For what you paid, he's got to be pretty good.
Dude,
and if he is,
Mr. Success. He says the Cowboys might take Sanders. If that happens, I'm gonna die laughing.
Could you imagine that? That'd be so Jerry. That'd be so Jerry. Oh, did the Bills trade up? Did the Bills trade up? I wasn't paying attention. Or they had an early pick.
I think they had a few picks.
Yeah, they had like 2
in the second.
Oh, no, they traded up.
Yeah, they traded. Who are they wanting?
They traded up. My man Tommy's probably freaking out. They need help, man.
It's going to be Shador.
Well, they kind of wasted their first-round pick.
They're getting rid of Josh Allen.
Oh,
Shador.
Man. 2-quarterback system. Same time. The kicker. They're going to get the kicker. I always love that. Every time they do this, they show the picture of everybody celebrating. He's pretty good, though, Bean. Doesn't make me happy, but.
You see the Dolphins fans at the Savanea pick?
No.
They just look stunned. They're like, what?
I don't know why.
Who's that?
I mean, definitely the additions of the assets was a shocker.
I think everybody thought it was Will Johnson.
Mr. Mamrak, Patrick Paul begged Greer to draft him at the Senior Bowl. That's why they fell in love.
Nice.
I'm kind of glad we didn't get Will Johnson. I would have rather have what we got.
I guess.
No, we wanted to be a winner, but you got to be fair. It's a gamble. You're investing a lot for a single player. You got to hit.
Can we trade McDaniel for a third rounder?
Oh yeah, and Greer for a bag of chips. Third rounder, a bag of chips.
That's the Ruffles pick.
Well, hey, I'm gonna go and watch this with my son. He's actually into it right now.
Go for it.
I'll stop by. I'll stop back here in a little bit if you guys are still on.
Yeah, no sweat, man. Enjoy. I'm here. Maybe I get knocked out again. Who knows? Thanks for stopping by.
Be good, guys.
Good, brother.
Oh, man. I really didn't like the Bills' first pick in the first round. Hairston.
No, my friend Tommy didn't like it either.
Yeah, I like the player, but just doesn't make sense for them really. I don't know.
They wanted D tackle,
Yeah.
and Detroit took the one they wanted.
So if they screwed that up, and then this pick here, oh no.
Uh-oh. I like Landon Jackson. I think they should have sat around for him.
Look at that stat: 7-7 in playoff games for the Buffalo Bills. And
TJ
0-5 on the road.
Sanders.
What?
6'3", 297. Ugh. And pad level issues. Oh, they whiffed. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if you'd want a guy that's 6'2", 296, 6'3", 297, bad pad level.
And they traded up for him?
Yeah.
Wow.
They got desperate. I think we all push on the defensive lineman and got them desperate. That's huge. What'd they give? Anybody see what they gave for that trade up?
Traded seconds, and then I want to say it was a fifths and sevenths, but I'm not sure.
Oh, fifth and seventh? That's it?
I think so. But they didn't move very much. I have to look at the trade.
Oh.
Now I'm curious.
Oh, man, Shador, man. This guy might have the worst, tear down. I think they just keep going back to him. It's like never ending. Yeah, I think it was a panic pick. I think that, but I don't know. I think we set the table and rushed the timetable quicker than they wanted. We put the whole draft on its heels with that early pick of Grant. Nah, they take Mason.
Yeah.
6'3". They got small guys up front, man. Oliver's small too. They needed a big guy. There's not really many great big ones left, though. I think Tyreek Williams was the best last of the big guys. I agree with this. It was a little bit of a panic pick.
Yeah, seems like it.
Pick is in. The Jets are up.
Yep.
Gotta watch some more Savanessa. All right, I like that. Heavy hands. Guy looks the part, I'll tell you that much.
I cannot see what the trade was. Huh.
Let me try to find it. Should be. I should check it.
I might have found something here.
I can't believe Tyler Shuck went that early, man.
Yeah, me either. I kind of joked around about Shador being in the third round,
Dude,
but I didn't
Shador,
really think it was going to happen.
That's so crazy, man. That's bad. Did you find anything about the trade?
Still looking.
I didn't even see him flash it on the thing. All right, here. They gave a third for it. They gave they gave both their seconds, and they got an extra third. So they get the second, a third, and a seventh, and give 2 seconds and a fourth. Ugh. That guy better be good. They paid 2 seconds for this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you mitigated a little bit with a third.
Hey, J Rose called it. J Rose on your comments. I commented your video this morning saying we need to draft Jonah. Nice.
4th, 5th. We have 3 fifths. I thought it was only 2.
We only have 2.
We got to see if the guy's good, because look, and you got to look at it 2 ways. This regime's trying to save itself, and they needed defensive line help, and they need to help the offensive line.
Yeah. And
So,
Rick Long, I agree with Rick there a little bit that it is kind of a steep trade cost for us.
But 100%. He's got to be good, though.
Yeah, if he's good, I'll feel a whole lot better about it.
Dude, you nailed it then. You nailed it. I really didn't think we would do it. Just given the history of Greer, I didn't think that he would do this go-to trench players. Very surprised. I'm wondering if somebody else is in charge.
Yeah, me too.
Really? Mason Taylor. Oh, Mason Taylor goes to the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. That's a good pick, though, man. They got the tackle and the tight end.
Oh, man. He's got to feel some type of way being in Jets green.
Oh, yeah. Well, his dad played for the Jets, so.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, that. If bad being, yeah, he's never gonna be as bad as Eichenberg. That's 100%. He's not. I'm just watching the guy now, and I could see because I always thought with the physical skill sets.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at this guy. Look at take a picture of him, and go look at him. Look at his forearms. Look at his shoulders. Look at his biceps. And then look at his lower body, and then compare it to Eichenberg. He's a little top heavy. He is. He's a little top heavy. But this guy's built like a man. Eichenberg, I don't know.
Eichenberg's built to fall over.
Yeah. I mean, he's a little top heavy, a little bit. But the calves, he's got huge calves. All that stuff sets you up. He's got arms to stab you, to control you. He's got the calves to give him the burst. I gotta see his keister. But that's the thing. If you got the physical assets, at least you got a platform to work on. Eichenberg never had that. Yeah, that's gonna suck. They don't got a quarterback though, unless Fields takes a major, major step up.
He's going to be running for his life this year, so.
No, he's not going to be running for his life. They got to go to offensive line. They got
Fields doesn't. Have
no, he can't read. No, but they're going to run the football like a maniac and play defense.
Ooh, San Francisco, Alfred Collins. That's a good pick for them.
Isn't he the guy that's like 6'6"?
Yeah, I don't know if he's 6'6", but I know he's tall. Yeah.
Let me check. But he's a little stiff though too. Let me say, hold on. Let me see. I don't know. I kind of lost. I lost some of my belief that a guy like that could play inside. I mean, maybe he could play 3 tech.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think Alfred Collins is the big dude. There's 2 of them. There's one 6'7" and one 6'6". Yeah, 6'6", 330.
Yeah.
I gotta check him out. There's one guy though who's like Lurch. I think it's a
Oh.
6'7" guy.
Curtis, it's the Cowboys pick and they're in.
Uh-oh.
Here it
Is Shador?
It's
That
Shador
would be
time.
crazy if it was Shador.
Deion Sanders going to be hanging out at all their practices.
Oh, man. Jerry will have lost his mind.
Oh, my goodness. They know what's about to happen. Now they're putting a Shador Sanders commercial on right before.
Can you imagine that?
I'm going to die laughing. I'll mute my mic, though, if it happens. Oh.
Well, here's some, let me check PFF here for Savanessa.
Jankety Jim's the man.
What was he saying? Oh, thanks, brother. Good job. Yeah, I didn't lose power today. Thank you, brother. Bears received. Yeah. They're 2 seconds. That's worse than our trade as far as value. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that, brother. Come on, you got to put a question up. When you put money up, dude, you got to put a question or something. Tell me to dance naked or something like that. You got to get your money's worth. Well, that might be your money's worth. That might be negative returns.
If you donate $1.99 or higher, you get to ask
I'll flash
question.
you. I want the money back. I want the money back. What?
Oh, my goodness.
Man, I was right on the guy's page and I clicked something. I hate my monkey hands, dude.
I got to go through Twitter and follow all these guys as we draft them.
You do that? I didn't even think about that.
If they're available to be followed and it looks like other people are, yeah, I'll do it. If nobody has and they're not, I'm not going to try. I don't want to.
All right, here. Listen, I'll see if you guys should do our Sanders first. Cooper Rush, Trey Lance, and Shador Sanders.
Yeah, 7A have played right guard, left tackle, and right tackle at Arizona.
It's got the flexibility they like.
Yep. He can do the swing thing. Yeah, dude, I'm digging him.
Come on, I want to hurry up, man. I want to get to studying Savanessa here. Make that call. Drum roll, please. No Shador Sanders. He's falling.
Jeez.
All right, so this is what PFF says. He's got 80 percentile foot speed, about 60 percentile length, a little slightly less than athleticism, pass set 80%, hand technique 70%, flexibility and balance 70%, anchor ability 60%. Power at the point of attack, though, is only 5. The comp is Jermaine Umanora. It says he was a 3-year starter with significant experience at 3 different positions across the line. He made PFF's all freshman team while playing right guard in 22 before moving to tackle over the past 2 seasons. Saviness has long been competent pass protector. His footwork and hand usage are among his greatest assets. His ability to stay light on his feet allows him to deter outside speed rushers, though he could be better at reacting back to counter inside moves. The real issue in his game is his lack of strength, particularly in the run game, where he'll likely fit better in his zone scheme. At very least, an NFL team is getting a reliable swingman with potential to turn into a starter if he can develop in the weight room. You look pretty strong to me, man. Substantial experience at tackle and guard, competent pass protector, regardless of position, active feet and pass protection, rarely caught on his heels, engages hands very quickly to deter outside rush. Weaknesses: lack of strength is consistently shown in below average run blocking, trouble adjusting back to inside moves, issues dealing with length due to lack of upper body strength. Overall grade 24. He went up. He was 63 and 22, 69 and 23, 75. He had 730 snaps. He had lots. He had 478 pass snaps, only 260 run snaps. He gave up 4 sacks, 2 hits, 9 hurries. Stable metrics. Stable metrics are a more reliable indicator of future success than volatile, high-variance stats. The most stable facet of a player's performance are those measured over large sample sizes, even if they may seem less impressive or easier on the surface. These metrics provide consistency, making them more predictive over time. While usable metrics may capture highlight plays, they often fluctuate year to year. And so his stable metrics: pass blocking is 88, run blocking in man and gap is 0, run blocking in zone is 11, and negatively grade run blocking plays is 3. Pass blocking efficiency, 97.9. True pass sets, which was 11th in all of college. True pass sets was 4. So that means you're going to be able to rely on him to be by himself so you can flow the help to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's great. Inside zone snaps, 113, which is ranked 4th. Outside zone snaps, he only had 13, was ranked 17. Power counter snaps, 53, ranked 10. Other gap snaps, so he had 345 snaps at left tackle in 24 and 364. He played 345 at left tackle and 364 at right tackle in 24. In 23, he had 195 at guard and 693 at right tackle, and 22, 790 at right guard. Saviness's feet and pass blocking technique should keep him in the league for a while, regardless of his position. If he can get stronger, he has a chance to stick as a starter at right tackle or inside the zone rushing team. A lot of these guys don't do bench press anymore. Hey, Jaggy Jim says all pro guard 2 years. Now Jackson can't move to guard. Forget that. Yeah, he can't play guard. He's terrible. He's got no power. He'd be destroyed. Saw an interview with him where he is foaming at the mouth to play guard in the NFL. Amen. Hey, if you could do that and he could play a little, help you out in a pinch, that's fine. His length was really low because of a tackle. At guard, he's good. Yeah, I agree. I think he's fine. I just don't know if he's going to be the guy we need to dig people out. If he can, same thing with Grant. But they're 20. Thing you got to remember too, they're 21. Like when I came back and walked on, I was 22, and I had an advantage over the other guys that were at 19 and 20 because 18, 19, and 20 because I just got more man strength. And I saw that even there, you know. So he's still very young. Both these guys are very young. Definitely a lot to pay. But if he works out, man, it's fine. Yeah, you can't complain about. Look, we've been complaining they don't go for trenches. They went for trenches. He
Yeah.
complained about they don't go offensive line. They went offensive line. Yeah, I would have liked to have it without having to pay the extra premium. But at this stage, whatever. It also probably hurt him a little bit playing, moving all around all those. I mean, moving left and then right shows something that he's actually considered that high moving around. I mean, he played left and right guard and split his snaps. That's impressive. Hey, John. Oh, John, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you said it. You wanted to go big. Thank you,
it looks
John.
like-
I appreciate that. Man, you definitely get me to show
like
some
7
skin
a-
for $10. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, brother.
7A didn't do
I'm
the
cheap.
bench
I'm a
press.
cheap date. What'd you say?
7A, I didn't do the bench press.
Nah, most of these guys don't anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be a big thing.
Interesting.
Nah, I don't think you can. I think it's just good, better, or best. If both these guys are good players, see how they stack up to other guys in the rounds, and it's a good, better, or best. And it, to me, is if both these kids can get strength, then they have a chance to be good, real good. But if not, you're gonna wait and see. It's a big roll of the dice.
Yeah.
But you had to do it, man. Can't complain. I've been talking about offensive line for years. We got an offensive line now. I'm just gonna ride it. Okay.
Yeah, he's also Jankety Jim said it. He's one of those guys that actually expressed specific interest in going to guard. So
That's good. Yeah, squats and deadlifts are the key. Or cleans too. Power cleans is the one that that's I only got one compliment from my running back coach who hated me. I stepped up with the DNs and stepped up to their cleans, the power cleans, and I matched weights with them. He's like, good lift. It's the only thing that guy ever said nice to me. I think that guy was mentally retarded, though. He was socially inept.
that will happen.
Oh, nice. Hey, look, Rick Long, NFL trade tracker. You could just NFL trade tracker. Rams selecting. Who are the Rams selecting? Oh, man, that guy Will Johnson's just crying right now.
I don't think his tears are as big as Shadur's.
Well, Shador will eventually get signed. This kid's gonna his career. If he's got degenerative knee, man, he might never get a chance.
That's true.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh. That trade was won by 1 point. Wow. I mean, it seemed a little steep to me, but I mean, hey, the numbers are the numbers. And if he works out, I would have given up more. So
all that stuff, all of that trade value stuff, it's so there's no exact science to it. Jimmy Johnson just made the freaking thing up and everybody went with it.
I just want good linemen. That's all I want.
Yeah, he's just got to be good at this stage.
And like I said on my channel, I always say the same. I'm not saying we need to have a top 5, top 3 deep offensive line, but a top 12, top 10, top 15,
Yeah.
that'd be a massive improvement over what we've had.
Yeah, Byron Jones.
Yeah.
Hey, hippie, man. Thanks. $9.99. You could give me one more penny for $10. You don't get no skin for that, dude. You lost skin for a penny. You're going to regret that. That 1 penny more. You could have had a show of a lifetime.
I can't wait until I get 500 subscribers. Then I can do things like that. Donate money to myself to make myself look cool on my streams.
Oh yeah, right. People do that. People do
I
that.
have no idea.
I bet. There's all kinds of scams. Thank you, Hippie. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. If we're building towards 2027, and you could get a solid D tackle and guard solidified along with Paul, that's really nice.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, I
good
know.
comparison, Jay Ajayi.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he had going on.
Oh, Will Johnson went to the Cardinals.
Hey.
Good for the kid.
So the Cardinals got my boy and Will Johnson.
Yeah.
Those bastards.
I want to hear what they say. I want to hear what they say about his knee. I know. I know that hurts you.
It hurts my feelings. I'm still gonna get a Dolphins jersey made for Walter Nolan.
I don't understand why they just can't give this guy stem cell injections.
I mean, there are players that have still had a good career with.
Jaggedy Jim, 1999, man.
Holy cow!
Holy cow! What are you trying to do? Trying to get serious? Are you asking me out on a date? Man, that's a lot of money. Thank you. That's really kind, man. You got to do something. What do you want, man? You want like a breakdown of somebody? I can go to PFF and look at some of these guys and try to find what they're saying or something.
You need to
That's
put
kind.
them in your next cartoon.
I'm trying not to, brother. I even did a stupid cartoon, man. I'm working my tail off.
By the way, I thought your cartoon was absolutely hilarious.
Oh, you liked it? Oh, good.
I was driving at work. I was driving my truck. I had to pull over on the side of the road because I couldn't watch it, but I was listening to it, and it was making me laugh so hard that I had to pull over.
Yeah, I'm going to keep on doing more of those. I'm going to keep on doing more of those. But I'm going to try to do some other teams. You know, I'm going to try to flesh it out. It was fun, man. I got totally obsessed with it. I always wanted to be an artist and an animator.
Yeah, the cartoon was awesome.
Cool. I'm gonna try to do some more. I got this big damn bug that flew through a hole my cat ripped in the screen, man. This thing is gigantic. Kind of freaking me out. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's all I can't really do this. I got to go back to the grind if my sponsors let me go. I mean, I'll still do something because you guys matter to me. And I love to do this thing, but I wouldn't be able to commit because I got OCD. I can't. It's very hard for me. It's very hard for me to split my attention. Yeah, man, where you at? You donate me money and you don't know I did my major project. I did that thing 70% 2 days. I did it 26 hours with no sleep to get that thing out that morning. Yeah, just go. It's one of my go to my channel. It's like two shows ago or whatever. I don't know. I'll find it.
It was awesome.
I was so happy. I love doing animation. I love drawing. I didn't have to convince people or anything. It was so much fun. I like not being in it. I'm not really a public guy, so that was kind of very nice. There you go. I even made the music.
Yeah, and everybody who has friends who are Dolphins fans or AFC East fans, you go tell your buddies to go over to Ace Per Head, subscribe, and watch that cartoon.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I got a hard time promoting myself.
The man, the myth, the legend over here.
Yeah, something or other. Yeah, I'm something, right? Brett Fernandez, great picks. Channel. Yeah, we are. I wouldn't say. I got to see the mean part. Definitely big and physical. Mean's hard. I think Nolan is mean. I don't know about Grant. And I don't know about Savanessa. But we're getting big and physical. I'll take that. I think Savanessa has a chance. I looked at him. I'm not and his personal profile. He looks like he could be a mean guy. I listened to Grant talk though. he's a nice kid, dude. I'd want that guy to be my son.
Yeah.
He was so respectful and nice. Doesn't mean he's a bad player in any way. Mean's hard. There's not really many mean guys anymore in the NFL. Vanessa could be. Nolan is, though. Nolan looks like he might be psychotic.
So yeah, totally.
That's good, though. It's good.
Some of the Michigan guys.
Check it out, Angel.
Said that Kenneth Grant is super, super nice and sweet off the field, but as soon as he gets on the field, he's supposed to be a bully. So
that's good.
We'll see. I'd hope it would be that way, but we'll know more very soon. This is when everything's starting to happen.
Yeah, I think they're good picks. You know what? I like to be fair.
Yeah.
So with Grant at 13, it's really where does he fall in that pecking order of Harmon, Nolan, and Williams? Then you'll know what value you got out of that. Did you make the right pick? But I think all four of those guys, I think, are going to be good players. And then with this kid, I think Vanessa, is he worth all the extra value?
Yeah. So
hey, Alexander Curry, man, thanks for stopping by, brother.
Our original second round pick is up right now.
Well, let's see what they got. Listen, you can't yawn, man. How dare you yawn?
I've been up since 4 a.m.
Oh, man.
That's my normal schedule. So
you're young, man. I got no sympathy for you whatsoever.
That might be the first time in the last 5 years someone's called me young.
I'm turning 54 soon.
You got me beat, definitely. But
how old are you? 36?
42.
42? Ah, you get up there. Get up there. Not bad.
42, and I still wear my hat backwards.
Oh, they got Ariante Ursary. So they got that tackle.
Look at that guy's suit. That's Owen Daniels. Holy crap.
He looks a little lurch. He doesn't look too nimble on his feet for his size. It's so hard to be an offensive lineman on a pro level.
Yeah. Definitely not easy.
Nah, so hard. Wow, I didn't know that. The Texans got Lakin Tomlinson and Trent Brown as backups. That's crazy. That's a good solid depth.
Wow.
So you got Paul, you got Vanessa, you got Brewer, you got Daniels, and you got Jackson.
So, we both agree that the weak spot is probably Jackson now?
100%. 100%. And it depends, too. Like, if you're running inside, the weakness is going to be Brewer.
Yeah.
And Jackson.
And having somebody next to him that's not horrible will help as well.
Yeah, no. But when does he get back? He's coming off the Achilles. When does he come back?
He was supposed to be good to go for preseason, I thought.
Yeah, but that's what they said about Phillips. And you could see he was like ginger and bouncing around. It takes time, man.
Yeah, did you see the videos of Jalen Phillips? Man, he looks good.
Yeah, well, he does, but if you look at his calf, the injured calf's about a quarter to half an inch smaller than the other calf.
Oh yeah, well, definitely some.
Especially the inside head. That's where you really got to check the inside head. The inside head's hard to develop Go back to videos. I did I wish I had it someplace. I did a double, and it looks like sizable, especially the inside head. Who had the worst? Who had the worst?
Owen Daniels.
I thought it was Chubb had the worst. Well, no. Remember, what was it? Napoleon McCullum? That was the worst I'd ever seen. One guy held him up, and the other guy put his shoulder pad to his knee. His knee went bent backwards. That was the worst.
Oh, and who was the Redskins quarterback from back in the day? Theismann's was pretty
that thing was
too.
like spaghetti, dude.
Tim Christie. Okay.
I don't remember that.
Huh.
Yeah, Seattle did good. Zabel and Emamwari.
Yeah.
Yeah, Theismann. That's amazing. Theismann was a Dolphin.
Yeah, people forget about that.
Yeah. Can you imagine when you kept him?
Let's see. When was Theismann a Dolphin again?
Oh, it was in the 70s with Shula. Early 70s. Curse. That's a good call to remember. I worked at Disney Publishing for a long time. Let's make it a monthly feature. Yeah, I'm going to. It wasn't the way I wanted though. I wanted it to be more professional, but I had to learn Adobe Premiere, Adobe After Effects, and I had to learn how to do the voices, and I had to learn some AI all in like 4 days. So it was like my production time was totally cut down trying to learn all those programs. No, maybe 5 days. And what happened was I found that I used Premiere, and it was giving me a lot of stuff that I wanted. But then I realized that if I do After Effects and then combine the two, and so it starts out really good because I was doing a lot of cell animation early on. I do 2 or 3 pictures and link them together with the AI. But then at the end, I was like, screw it. I was getting so tired. I just drew the one picture, throw it up there, and let the AI go. I was like, I don't give a crap. I think I finished at 4 a.m. PJ's name I put down as BJ. I was like melting down. Uh-oh, I'm slowing down too.
No, I think it's a new link, BJ.
I'm freezing up over here.
That's what I was, Jankety Jim. That's what I was saying while Curtis is messing with his computer. That's what I was saying when it first happened. I was thinking that I wouldn't be surprised if I saw us trade back up into the third. But I don't know. It really just depends on what the other teams want to do. I know we want to get back into the third. And if I was in that war room with the Dolphins, I would be calling people up and trying to work it out. But I would assume they are too. It depends. I'd like to see it though. Give up a couple or even all 3 of those 7th round picks and try to slide back up in there.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
I got you.
My video's freezing up for some damn reason.
Oh, you look good on this side. I can see you moving around.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I look like I'm got hit with the Mr. Freeze blast on my side.
Uh-oh.
Whatever. I don't freaking know. Yeah, I want to do the cartoons, man. Because I feel like the objective is clear. The mission's clear. Have fun. I feel like when I do, I cover the Dolphins, the objective's not clear. I feel like, because you want to be honest and give good information, but then a lot of fans they kind of want happy information. And it's like, it's hard to cross those two. So I'm going to definitely do the cartoons. I love it.
Awesome.
I'm actually going to do my own animation site. I got some ideas I'm trying to get to.
Oh, PJ's asking for the link.
What link?
To the live.
Oh, the link to live?
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, sure. Let me see. Hold on.
I know you're busy, so I just wanted to throw one more thing on there for you.
Yeah, thanks, man. I can't walk and chew bubble gum. All right, PJ. It's terrible, dude.
Yeah, I want Andrew Makuba too. The more I look at him, the more I like him. I think that would be cool if we could trade Ramsey out and maybe
Oh
slide
yeah.
back in and grab him. That would be sick. I'd totally be down for that. Seahawks are about to make the 50.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm trying to do this thing over here. I sent it to the X thing. Through the X, PJ.
Elijah
You got it?
Arroyo. That's who Seattle grabbed. Tight end
Hold on a second.
from the U. Oh yeah, I remember watching a few games with him. Yeah, he's pretty decent. He's big.
Yeah, I'm going to, man. Yeah, I'm going. I'm working on it. I'm trying to streamline it. It was just the learning curve slowed me down, but now that I got the learning curve done. No, I could do it. I could. It's hard. Yeah, I would outsource. I'd love to. Just be the designer. Stud Curtis Disney. Yeah,
Just
I'm definitely
maintain
gonna do
the
some
creative
more.
rights.
Yeah, if we could trade Ramsey and a fourth and get into third, maybe. It's.
Or
I don't think
fifth
we could
and
trade him. I
seventh.
don't think we could trade him now because the money's too much. I think it's got to be post June. So I think it'll be a pick next year.
I think the problem with going post June 1st is we end up having to pay for him in 2026 and 2025 in dead cap. That's
Yeah,
the
but I
only
don't think
bummer.
it's feasible.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's just the whole situation is a bummer.
X going to give it to you? What does that mean? I'm not smart.
You sent it on X,
Yeah, I sent it X.
so he's making a play on
Oh. Thanks for helping me out. Yeah, the producer. I'm slow. I'm getting tired. I need to get some injection of Geritol. The producer.
Nick
Yeah, they
went to the Panthers.
Yeah, what I do is basically the best way to do it is so you draw an image, and then you draw the second image between 5 and 10 seconds, and then the AI simulates the in betweens. Sometimes, most of the time, they're pretty good. You have to kind of, what I really wanted to do is, as sometimes like it won't look good in between. You cut the in between and then you add and the image, you fix it up. But basically, you put 2 in and a tween, and then it fills all the in betweens. I want to do cell by cell, but it was just too much. Yeah, basically what you have to do is just so you upload an image, and then you can like basically sample the color around the figure in Premiere, and then you can desaturate, pull it out, and then sometimes you have to go into After Effects and then highlight, because they got this. It's unbelievable. It's a motion tracker. So you take a pen, and I have like a tablet, and then you draw over the figure, and then the program actually sees what you're trying to gauge as the figure, and it outlines the figure and pulls it out of the background. It's pretty impressive. DMX, there's a couple of really great songs I like of his. I'm not a big rap guy, but I like Tupac and DMX. Some of DMX. Some of the stuff is a little too hard.
Yeah, let's get rid of Tyndall. Absolutely. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's got
anything though.
Yeah, it's got to be. Oh man, that guy's a big dude. That guy is big, man.
Who?
Olendeja Juju.
Oh,
The
Oladejo.
guy the Titans picked. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a beefcake, dude.
Oh, dude, that guy is huge.
Holy crap! Yeah, you're not joking. That guy's big.
Big dude. Leandro AI is seasoned. Google FX is a great tool too. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I've been using OpenArt AI, and there he is. I've been using OpenArt AI. How you doing, brother? BJ.
Good. What up? Oh, been cleaning the house. I got people coming over this weekend, and an 18-year-old boy lives here, so been cleaning the house.
I wouldn't even know. Dude, you should see my office. My wife hates me, man. This place is like downtown Lebanon. I can't keep anything organized, dude. It's a total disaster.
Yeah, the guy I was talking about was either like the Bengals center or their nose tackle. And I just remember he got hit in a Super Bowl, and he went legs up, and his ankle turned all the way. Tim Crumrine, his ankle turned all the way around, right in the middle of the screen.
Ooh, yikes!
He announced the Bengals pick. Remember, also, I spent 16 years living in Ohio. My college, or 13 years, my college career, and years after that. So I got a lot of
that hit. I remember Napoleon McCollum. Sanders is going to have a big chip, but that's good. I honestly think this is great for the kid.
I got to say, I feel kind of bad for him, but man, because I didn't expect him to go this long, honestly.
Look, you have to be total jackass for teams to not take you at this stage. And so, what I always said about Hill, I was going the wrong way, and life gave me a big slap, and that slap helped me redirect myself. You need to get lessons. That's how it works.
Yeah.
And so, Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, fell to the 5th round. Turn it into something good. That's all you do. Just turn it into something good. Prove him wrong. All he's got to do is play good for 2 or 3 years. He'll have the big money, and he'll be like, see, he can carry that on his life. Turn it into something good. Quinn Ewers, please.
Okay, gentlemen, I am going to go grab something to eat real quick, and I'll hop back on here in a few minutes.
Good, because I'm going to go grab something to eat. Get out of here, bro. I'll see you soon.
All right.
So, PJ, how do you feel about our picks?
Samoans, they've got big boy strength.
There you go.
And they do, and I like what I was listening, and I love what they said about what I said about Grant is be a gentleman off the field, but as long as when you step between the lines, you're not, that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
Ndamukong Suh is like that. Super.
Yeah, I think I was like a sociopath.
Yeah, well, yeah. But he is like, so a lot of some things that don't get really publicized is Stephen Ross runs like an internship program for players, and Ndamukong Suh was like the first one to join it. He like put on a suit and tie and worked at Related in the offseason.
Yeah. He's very smart. He's high IQ.
He's best friends with Warren Buffett.
Yeah, he's got high IQ. Keep on keeping on, Curtis. We have a good night, Fins talk. Yeah, Fins folks. Yeah, I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. Thank you, man. I love to do this. It's fun. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, you got to lean into those comics.
Yeah, I'm going to. Like I told you, I'm even trying to do a little site on the side because I really wanted to be a storyteller. That's my key. That's what I like to do. But I enjoy it. I don't see anybody doing stuff like that for football. I think there's that one show they put out every week.
I gotta send you a link to a guy that you need to read. I don't know what he has online, but you need to do some research on him.
All right, send it to me, man. I definitely will. We traded up and gave us third and the fourth to get the second and get Savin Essa. Sorry, PJ. Keep going, brother.
No, it's okay. I heard this guy speak last year, and just his whole he's a leadership motivational speaker, and his whole thing was on being a storyteller. It is an underrated skill that people really need to develop.
Yeah. Well, isn't that what Steve Jobs said? The story, I think he said, like, the storytellers will shape the future or something like that.
Yeah, sounds like something he'd say.
Well, it's the truth. That's all. Even propaganda is storytelling. It's shaping. It's reframing and reshaping the story.
Absolutely.
Jonathan Dill. Hey, Curtis, I'm honestly quite impressed thus far with career selections. Is it him, Steve? I don't know. If you got to check the end of my cartoon, I got it in there. It's the end scene credit. I try to do like the movies. Maybe he's just a figurehead now. I don't know. No, I'm impressed with the philosophy. I'll see if I'm impressed with the actual players. I think I'm going to be impressed with Grant. Savin Essa, I think I'll be impressed certainly by the pass protection. We'll see how it plays out. But the philosophy's right. It's a philosophy we should have had for years, so I'm not going to knock it. I think it's just good, better, or best. I think right now what they're doing is good, and how it plays out, better or best, we'll see. Packers.
You got to know Weaver had a say in that defensive line pick, and he played with he coached with some good ones in Baltimore.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm just wondering how much Marvin Allen and Champ Kelly have had influence in this thing.
As long as they made the pick for the offensive lineman instead of the folks that have been doing it in the past, I'll be good with who.
Oh yeah,
I'll be good with whoever picked it.
I just want to see Greer gone.
He'll be somewhere.
Yeah, just far away.
Out.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Trying to get the draft to play on my my browser over here, but I've been having DirecTV browser-based issues.
I hate computers.
Oh.
No problem, Matt. That's what I'm here for. And to make a jackass of myself for entertainment. Those are the two things I'm here for. Oh, man, I'm dying for a pizza. Maybe I'm pregnant. I'm starting to get cravings for pizza and ice cream.
Oh, I'm trying to remember when my ex was pregnant with Danny, her craving was mustard on popcorn.
Dude, that's bad. But you would hear my wife. She said she used to have a craving to eat soap.
So
she said, I would look. She's like, I look at the soap bar. I'm like, that looks so tasty. I'm like, what? I'm glad I'm not a woman, man. Dude, are you kidding me? Soap. I'm like, what the heck is soap? Like,
yeah. I don't
That's
know
rough being a woman, man. I never, what it's like? She's like, my wife's like, you ever once think about being a girl? I'm like, no, never once, dude. I've never once, never. She's like, I always think about it. I wonder what it's like to be a man. I'm like, yeah, because we got the winning draw of the stick, of course. I met Sue in person, went to visit a friend in SOB Hotel. He was saying that biggest human I've ever met. Oh, yeah. That guy is a freak. He's so big, dude. Smart and big. That is a dangerous man if he don't like you. I mean, he was built almost like a bodybuilder. He was just so big. That guy was unbelievable.
I a bunch of Dolphins played at my high school, like a charity basketball game, and I still think. And the funny thing is football players would be the smallest person on a basketball court. But I ran into Jeff Dellenbach, old Dolphins offensive lineman.
Yeah. Offensive lineman.
That guy, like I might have come up to his belly button in high school.
That's crazy.
But then I went to a Miami Heat game and stood next to Kevin Willis.
Difference.
And then Manute Bol. Now, Manute Bol was a stick.
Yeah.
But 7'7", 7'6".
That's mind blowing.
But Kevin Willis was every bit as broad as he was tall, and he was a 7-footer.
That's insane. Trey Harris, Chargers go get an offense receiver. They needed it.
Hold on, I need to get the link to the.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I some of the guys I saw in college, they're kind of big, but nothing like they're still below like the pros and stuff. I think my biggest, I was like 5'8", 205. That's like still a toy.
I'm 5'10", 205 right now.
Yeah, I was. I played at like 185. Hey, Jonathan, what's going on, brother? As much as I hate it because we all want Greer gone, if these picks play well this season, I think he might have bought himself some time for at least 2 more years. Maybe. Sadly. But look, if the guy turns around, look, even if both these guys work out, and then you don't really hit on anybody else in the draft, it's a good draft. It's still not a great one, because a great one, you wouldn't have used all those extra picks to get your guy. But if you can add these 2 guys in, you got to tip your hat to them. You have to. But how much longer do you want to let the guy run the show? I don't know. Sadly, though.
Well, one of the things we also have to remember, and I got to see, this is why I always kind of wait a little bit. We have absolutely killed it with the undrafted free agents lately.
In a way.
Kohu, Storm Duck, like someone.
Yeah, we've done well.
Yeah, but they are part. I'd say they're part of the draft. Like I see them as part of the draft, and then cleaning up, the acorns that fall out in that round of when the veterans get cut.
Yeah.
So, pretty circular.
Yeah, I think we didn't get any like real studs from UDFAs. We found solid guys, which is hard to do and good.
I said yesterday, it's the 11 through the 42. Those are the guys that tell you how far you go. And if you can get those guys for absolute minimum.
Oh, I know. Kohu's a great fun. Boyer found Kohu and Needham, but it's part of the puzzle,
Yeah, they just let Needham go too, or he went and signed with someone else. I saw that a couple days ago.
I think he went to Cleveland. Abel was telling me he went to Cleveland or something like that. Yeah, I still think no matter how you slice it, Greer's had a bad stay here. But, if he does well this season and Greer's not getting rid of him, what are you going to do? You just got to hope the guy gets better.
Yeah. You hope that he's not stubborn and he learns from his mistakes.
I think no matter what, I'd want somebody else because I don't think he's good. Basically Grant was there. He grabbed him. And then now he moved up. It's not like it wasn't genius work. You know what I mean? It's a good job, solid job, if they pan out, because he used extra ammo and Grant was there. It's not like – but, a great draft is like the Seattle in the early 2000s, what Roseman's doing, what Detroit's doing. I don't see that kind of returns from him. So I would choose to go grab somebody else to try to get a higher level. I mean, this is a good job. It's a smart job. It's a good idea to grab guys in the trenches, but there's a difference between this and what the rest of these top guys are doing, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. And we get what they say. NFL's not for long.
Except for Greer.
Well, and Mike Tomlin. I mean,
yeah.
my bro, I spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh. My brother-in-law's a Pittsburgh fan, and you'd be surprised how many people call for his head every year.
That's crazy. Guy never has a quarterback. He hasn't had a quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger. And he had him for like 2 or 3 years when he was like no good. He hasn't had a quarterback. I like Tomlin.
I'd like him too. Don't get me wrong, but the Rooney family up there in Pittsburgh, they don't listen to anyone. The stability, consistency.
Yep.
That's their trademark. Looks like we got a hi from Pittsburgh.
Hey, how you doing, Sarah? I'm not gonna miscue that this time. I learned. How you doing, Sarah?
She is not necessarily a Steelers fan. Her and her family are Green Bay Packers fans, and
Packers.
yeah, from Milwaukee. And
No,
I've
not
been
the
told.
dog. No, that was the other guy. That was the other guy from yesterday who looked like me. That guy was an idiot. This is a new guy, much smarter. Are you 10-year-old?
Hi, Ben. So yeah, I've been told I'm going to go to a winter cold game around Christmas time in the frozen tundra at some point.
Oh, sweet. Just don't get frostbite.
No, heck no. Ugh. I can't wait though. I hear the tailgating is every bit as good as Miami, but very different.
Very cold. Everything's frozen.
Yeah.
But I bet you standing next to those barbecues with all the hot dogs and everything on it will feel nice in the cold.
Yeah, that's actually what she told me is they will take the sausages, cook them, wrap them up in tinfoil when they're still warm, and you shove them in your jackets. And you bring them in, and you stay warm with the sausages.
That's funny. That is very funny. Am I freezing up over there?
Not for me.
That's weird. I'm freezing up over here.
Bloody Mary bar and breakfast and lots of cheese and sausages. Yep.
I'm getting hungry, man. You got to stop talking like that.
Oh, actually, it's funny you said the Bears suck because they just picked.
Yeah, Ozzy Trapillo.
DT from BC.
Who's this guy with the belt and everything? Is he like a professional wrestler or something?
Oh,
I
that's
don't
a
know
good
who
question.
that guy was. He was kind of annoying if he's not a professional wrestler. Bloody Mary bar and breakfast. And lots of cheese. Oh, yeah. I'm getting hungry. I'm really getting hungry. Bears still be good next to you. Sorry. Yeah, I think they'll be all right. I'm not sure about Williams, though. I'm 50-50 on him. They got it. They invested big time. This guy looks interesting to Trapilio.
Gigolo.
He's a male stripper. Hey, man, you got to make your money, right? I don't know how anybody would ever do that. I could never do that. That's crazy.
Did you get your laptop fixed yesterday?
No, I got fried. It basically, the internal battery got burnt out, and I had a backup charger, but I didn't have it plugged into my external power source. I plugged it directly into the wall, and I had this freakish like power surge over here, and it's amazing that it went through the battery pack and then went into my computer and fried both.
Oof.
Only me.
For anyone who doesn't know,
what?
I was gonna say, for anyone who doesn't know why the stream ended abruptly last night, Curtis got
that was why. It works. It works as long as I keep it plugged in. But as soon as I pull it out, there's no juice. Thing shuts right off. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not a bad team. It's the quarterback situation's been their problem for decades now. My crew was the first to deep fry turkey at Joe Robbie. Oh, nice. Half the stadium came to watch. Oh, come on, stop talking food. I'm hungry. I still got it. I got something.
You just got invited to the Green Bay tailgate, Curtis.
Oh, I'd like to go. That'd be great, man. That would be awesome. I love eating, man. That's how I won my wife's family over. They're Spanish and Caribbean, and that was when I was like bodybuilding. I was 205, so I was like 4,000 calories a day, and I would go there and they would just keep saying, I'd say, give me another plate, and my wife was like, they keep saying, feed him, we like this one. Like I was a total glutton, you know.
Yeah, we got a Jamaican.
When I first met my wife, it's so weird. It's the weird.
Ooh, now you're freezing.
Am I still freezing?
Hold on. I think it's coming back. I think you're back now.
So when I first met my wife, I had no, as you probably could tell, I had no social skills. So I would go to church and I'd have a big jug of protein in a gallon jug, and I'd wear I'd wear my favorite Lion T-shirt, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I would sit down and eat with her. I would suck my fingers. She said, "Don't ever do that again." And I would make this noise when I would eat. I go, And I didn't know it. It was just happening. But my daughter, I never did it because my wife beat it out of me. I wasn't allowed to do it. My daughter does it too. So it's almost like a genetic thing. It's so weird. Like she never heard me do it. She just does it too. And she's the most like me. So it must be genetics.
Hey, it works. Yeah. I don't know if you see over my shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Look how she's hiding back over there. She's so cute.
Yeah,
does she run the house or what?
Oh, she does. She is almost 16. Actually, I'll be right back. She is demanding to go out right now.
Yeah, take your time. Don't worry about it. If they can find another starter with the remaining picks, it's a win. Big win. Are we back? Am I still frozen? Am I still frozen? Let me see. I'll check the video. I'm amazed that I'm going this long without screwing it up. Let's see. Let me see. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? I don't know. Nah, I'm good. I'm back. I'm back. Check myself. Oh, good. I'm back. I hate this stuff, man. I don't know. I don't know any of those guys that do this stuff. Line select Ratledge. Oh, man. I missed that. That's a great pick. Well, that's the thing, too. We got to see, because is Rutledge going to be better than or equal to Savanessa? If so, then that was a loss for us. It's got to, I think that's comparison. Same thing with Nolan versus Grant, Williams and Grant, and Harmon versus Grant. That's how I think it's good. I think both these guys are good. It's how much did you maximize the usage of those picks? Lions are a-holes. Well, I don't know. I know, right? That offensive line is good. Jack Beck. I don't know who any of these guys are, really. That guy looks like an agent more than a receiver.
Like, I caught the last thing about the about Rutledge and Rob. So someone on Twitter saying that Rutledge would not be a scheme fit for us.
No.
He's more of a power scheme and not a zone
Yeah.
scheme. I think he was saying Mike Frazier. Hold on, I'm looking up the tweet.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. He looked like an agent. Looks good. He's like a Cooper Cup kind of guy. Guy looks like he's from the communist bloc with that nose and everything. Looks like he's straight out of Russia. Boxer. Wow. All right, cool. The white A.J. Brown. Sure, he looks pretty darn big.
Oh, this was the quote. Tate Ratledge would look like Solomon Kinley in the Dolphins offense.
No, that's an exaggeration, but I get his point.
Yeah, he said, Dolphins fans, Tate Rutledge is not the guard we want. He's stiff and he fits in a power run scheme. Miles Frazier is the OG the Dolphins need. Frazier is.
But that goes back to my point, though. Is the scheme the right scheme? That's the question. Is the scheme the right scheme?
Are we going to
find out?
Yeah, well, or are we going to keep running that scheme?
You're forced into it because of Brewer. Brewer can't operate anything else than what we run. He's too weak. And Jackson. And Daniels. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? Come say hi. Hazel. You just coming in? Right. All they do is rip holes in my screens. You can see me. The others are gone. You see my man PJ right there? I'm going to have to do a cartoon on Greer with his draft, man. It'll be his triumphant comeback. Pick is in. The Ravens. Sand is still not seeing anything, man. That's crazy. Hold on a second, guys. I got to go to the little boy's room. I'll be back. Oh, you got effects, dude.
That's Mac.
What are you showing off?
Yeah.
Come on, sweetheart. You got to get out of here. I'll wreck my stuff.
She is not happy. I don't know if you guys can see me, but she is not happy that I'm in her sleeping area. She does get peanut butter on occasion. She loves French fries and cheese.
You guys are gonna be forced to watch me eat. I'll stay off screen for that one. I'm a slob. I'm a disgusting eater. Oh, I know. Forget about that, Janky Jim. My wife made some lasagna. I'm gonna be wearing half it. I ate it before and it fell on my shirt. My wife's running joke is I can't eat without putting something on me. It's a full tactile experience. I like to feel it.
Squish it between your fingers.
Yeah, I don't know. We should trade back. We need a lot of depth. Remember, teams are built. Depth is as important as talent. Peak talent. You got to get depth. You got to get some more good players. Even if they're just backups. Even if you can find a couple of guys that will be like developmental starters. I don't chew. I just swallow. So I'll be done quite quickly. No sweat. Grandkids. Old man, Ron. I should have grandkids, but I started late. I had my first kid at 39. I like to suffer. They gave up a third and a fourth for that to trade up. It's a lot, but if you hit right, it's worth it. You're building towards 27, and you're trying to make something this year so you don't look like a total jackass. So if Paul and Sam Vanessa, they develop, those will be your guys.
Yeah, and
I'm not sure if he fits another system if we move off McDaniel, but
crazy thing about the NFL though, one undue injury on another team, one or two players overachieving, and you're in the playoffs. There's so many worst to first. The NFL is absolutely working as intended, designed for mediocrity and parity.
Totally true. Yeah, Mason Taylor suck on the Jets. I think the Jets are going to be better than people think. Not good, but consistent. Way more consistent. That defense got burnt out for 2 years because they never had an offense. You run the football, play smart, they might not get burnt out.
Hey, who's their coach? Who's their coach now?
Yeah, we're done unless we trade back Perfect Q. Because then Broncos that's the thing. So if you look at our team, you look at the Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Ravens, maybe you want to say the Bengals, Texans. So those are the teams we got to climb over. Bills. I'm worried about the Patriots.
Bengals have the same problem we have. Their quarterback's one hit away from missing the season.
Yep. I don't like the protection.
Houston did not play as good as everyone thought. They kind of withered. Jets have a first-year head coach. I'm not sold on Aaron Glenn.
That's why I think 7S was a big pick for us. Because if you can play offense, that means if we can get some kind of run game going, we're going to have a good defense, a quality defense, hopefully. I mean, it's going to be weird without Ramsey. But if you can run that football, you'll be able to throw better, put more points on.
And we've got two running backs that just need a crack. With
What'd you
Achane.
say?
Well, with Achane just needs a crack. And Wright needs a little bit less of a crack, but he's a one cut, downhill, fast, big. And they don't have to. And again, I love Mostert, but his wheels came off of him a little bit last year. They didn't have him in the right role.
No.
But now they don't have to split. It's the Achane and Wright show. Now, I still say, I think you and I talked about this. Tyreek Hill was a running back in college. When we separate from Hill, I think Achane's going to play that role.
I totally agree. 100%. And it looks like they're moving him there. The way he was the number one leading pass catching running back in the league last year.
Yeah, but he can play receiver. Like he can line up as a wide receiver and be perfectly dangerous.
Oh yeah, it's a developmental process. It's better for him. He won't take the hits like he is. Well, a lot of the Texans' offense, it was all about the offensive line failures. And if you notice, they moved their right tackle, Titus, I think, to left guard. And that's when they started winning and taking off. It's all about the offensive line.
But they just traded Tunsil to Washington.
Yeah. But Tunsil
has there been anyone in the league traded for as many picks as Tunsil over his career?
Oh, it's unbelievable, dude. That guy has been a pinata. No, it better be no Eichenberg. I like that one. I like that one, Eichenberg. No way. There's no way he starts. If he does, it's a disaster.
Tight end.
Yeah, bench. You should start on the bench is what I think you should do.
Actually, lining him up as tight end as a sixth offensive lineman.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I think Fowler Brown's better than him, though, man. Fowler Brown.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
The kid who was sitting the tight end who looked pretty good and got injured, Hayden. I can't remember his name. Well, that's the thing. Inside, it's all about the inside. It's all about changing leverage. Who did they get? Who did Washington get?
Oh, Trey Amos, cornerback. Ole Miss.
I thought it was going higher. I'm very surprised.
So who do we have on the roster? Tight ends.
Oh, he went to the same high school as Tua. There you go. And I'll tell you, he's going to work hard for Tua. If this is a family thing.
Who's that?
Savanessa.
Oh, did he really? Hayden Rucci.
Yeah, Rucci. He looked pretty good. What did I do? Hit the camera or something? I don't know.
This is weird. I don't see. Oh, the Miami Dolphins team roster doesn't have Pharaoh on it yet. Tanner Connor, Julian Hill.
Tanner, man. Missed that guy's name. That was always fun. I still can't remember his name. What is his real name?
Tanner Connor.
I always thought it was Tanner. Oh, that's what I gotta do. I gotta do a cartoon on Liam and Savanessa. That's great.
I had blocked that from my memory. Perfect cue.
I love family. I'm a big family, like honor, loyalty type guy. And that's one of the things I love about the Samoan people. They're very serious about being honorable and warrior-like. I totally get that. I probably would have kept my hair if I had been born Samoan too, man.
Yeah, there we go, fair, bro.
I want to become a Samoan. My next life.
Remember, you got to get those full chest plate, arm sleeve tats.
Yeah.
Yeah. In seriousness, I did see a lot of things where it's like that's sort of like a rite of passage for them.
It's a warrior culture.
Yeah,
it's part of the warrior culture. It sucks, man. Like when I grew up, I went to military school at 6. I had to march, do push-ups, and then I went right into football. I didn't have a father, so I didn't know, like, I was never taught any of that stuff. But military school is one of the best things for me. Then football and martial arts. My kids are so soft. It sucks, man. I don't know what to do. I guess I try to toughen them up, but
it's a generational thing because it's like we know what we went through, and we don't want our kids to have to go through the same things we did. But the things that we went through made us who we are today. It's a vicious circle.
That is so true. You know what? It reminds me of Hard Times quote. Good times make weak men make hard times make good men.
Yeah.
It's so true. And that's like always the failing of powerful and successful people. They end up with weak kids because they don't put them through the pressures. But my kids are everything to me. Like that's the only terror I have in life. Really, I think that's the only true terror I have is something happened to my wife or my kids. Like if somebody, I hate to say it because I'm a very passive guy, but if anybody ever hurt one of my children, I would go on a murder rage. I couldn't even control it. So I couldn't even I'm glad I had my kids late because I want to die before them. I couldn't survive. It would just be too brutal. But then, you know, I protect them. I baby them too much. I try to do things to make them harder, but it's really nothing like what I went through. My mother didn't care. I would do anything, man. Like I did all kind of crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, it's every generation complains about the next generation. I'm not like
this time we're right though. We're right this time.
Yeah, it's our generation that made them. You know, I heard someone say that she's a speaker, PhD, researcher, and she says, my father doesn't think I work because I travel and I talk to people for a living when he put in 60 hours a week at a desk as a CPA. But his father thought he was weak because he put in 60 hours at a desk in the air conditioning and not 80 hours on the farm in the sun. You know, it's
the only thing I think is different now is that kids aren't outside playing like they used to be. Now they're on the video games. They don't have the social interaction. And they have to kind of protect them more because people are crazy.
I remember playing out back of my friend's dad's shop and nearly got kidnapped. And
Really?
Oh yes, that's the problem. Also, there's so many freaking crazy people these days.
Oh yeah.
That we used to be able to be like, hey, get on your bike and come back when the lights turn on. Now it's like, are you going to get shoved into a van?
So true. There's so many. I remember when I was a kid, the first time I remember back in like, it must have been the 70s or 80s, they started putting like razors in the apples at Halloween.
Yeah.
Easy times make toxic women. Jonah was in the film documentary. Oh, wow. He's also friends with. Oh wow! Oh, here he's back.
Hey,
Yo.
I got food too, man.
so I have something to add here. I don't know if you guys have talked about it since I've been gone. That trade the Dolphins did, we didn't lose a 4th round.
We didn't.
Really?
No, according to the trade tracker, the Dolphins traded 4th round picks with the Raiders. So we traded our 135th pick for a 140.
Oh, that's not bad then.
So
So it's just a sec.
So we still have 2 4th rounds. We just got rid of our 3rd to get him. Which
So that's not bad.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Didn't we get a 3rd round compensatory pick? So shouldn't we have had 2/3?
No, we got rid of a 3rd for Chubb, I thought.
Yeah, well, Ramsey, one of the two.
Ramsey, yeah, I think it was Ramsey.
So did we have no 3rds going into this year and then got 1 for the compensatory? Okay.
Yep.
Which means it was essentially a 4th round pick anyways. Because it would have been at the end.
I hope we get Caldwell. I want Caldwell in the 4th. He's a perfect nose tackle.
So
we need a cornerback though.
Oh, did you see what Teron Armstead said about our defensive lineman?
No.
He said that playing him next to Sealer, who is the master of opening lanes for other people, is going to be game-wrecking.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's where he really thrived, one-on-one. He's strong. Oh, Jackie Jim, man, what are you trying to go broke over here? Hey, care, Curtis, keep up the great work. Thank you. Man. You're out, Jim.
He's trying to subscribe to your OnlyFans. He's on the wrong site.
Oh, be good, brother. Have a good night, Jim. Thank you for everything, brother. Really, I appreciate it, man. You guys are so nice to support me all these years.
I'll be listening, but I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah, I tried to go get some food, but it's not quite ready yet.
Be good, brother. Sleep well, man. Talk to you soon. Thank you again. And picked up a 5th, right? So we have 3 5ths now.
I didn't see that. Let me look.
That's not bad. That's a lot of depth if you draft right.
Draft trades tracker.
It's better than the Eichenberg deal.
So the Dolphins. Let's see. The Dolphins received the number 37 and the 143. The Raiders received the number 48, the number 98, and the 135. So, no, it looks like we still just have 2.
Sorry, guys. Rounds. My mental acuity is not high tonight.
Yeah, we have 2 5th rounds, 2 4th rounds still, and no 3rd. So, we gave the 3rd and traded our 2nds and one of our 4ths. But we still have them. Obviously, just different numbers.
I already is out. Yeah, you're the white collar guy. Army's great. Army can be great, man. They really can. I was supposed to go, but I was too recalcitrant. I couldn't follow orders. I was this close to joining the Marines, and I took the test and I aced it. And then the stupid recruiters, they just wouldn't shut up and let me sign. He's like, Don Rickles is a Marine. Burt Reynolds is a Marine. I'm like, are you trying to tell me that out of all those Marines, 2 of them, and she should have said the guy who just died, Gene Hackman, but he didn't. You was trying to say, I'm going to be a movie star if I join the Marines. I was like, dude, you can't think I'm that stupid. So I didn't sign. I walked out. I'm like, I'll think about it. But I would have signed as soon as I got out. If you just shut up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he is. No, he's very good at dealing drafts to an extent. Yeah. Except for, like Kinley and DeRozan and Eichenberg. But no, he can wheel and did what he did. I loved. It's so funny. I loved Chris Greer. At one point, I loved him. When we got rid of Tunsil and got all that draft ammo, I was like, this guy's great. Ross is out. We're starting to build young. But then like all the backdoor stuff is what really like it drove me off him. Then along with some of his other moves, you know,
Yeah.
some of his reaches.
Man, do you know who's still left in this draft?
Shador Sanders.
Yeah. Still falling. Do you know how bad that is?
Yeah, but look at this. Azariah Thomas and Siobhan
Yeah.
Revel are still in.
And even I like Ty Robinson later. You know who I thought? Landon Dickerson. I liked a ton. I'm surprised he's not gone. I like Landon Dickerson a ton.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant's still there, but that's about
Happy, be
about
good,
where
brother.
he's supposed to go.
Yeah, the wife does that. My wife's out with the kids, so thank you, Happy. Be good. Take care, Ron.
There's a lot of the good cornerbacks still sitting here.
Supposedly.
Makuba just went to the
Who
Eagles.
just went?
Makuba.
Oh, yeah. The people really liked him. Oh, look at this, man. Eagles know how to do it. Didn't they draft? Yeah, they drafted more defense.
Dang.
Fangio's running some of the players up. We just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah. He's a bad guy. That Fangio's a bad guy.
Yeah,
Hey, he just became a member. Thanks, brother. Thank you, man. I got to start. I've been meaning to do that, trying to get to the members stuff. I've got to start doing that. I'm so burnt out. I got to get to it, though. I got to figure a way to start doing that.
We didn't get Mason Taylor, but maybe we can get Oronde Gadsden's kid.
Yeah, why not?
Say, yeah. I'd be down.
Thank you,
that.
Angel. Thank you for joining, brother. I appreciate the support, man.
That dude, if Oronde Gadsden played at the same time as Odell Beckham Jr., they'd be doing Gadsden's and not OBJ's.
Oh, yeah. Remember that with the big mitts? He had some great catches from Reno, man. He was a late pick, too.
I don't even think he was a pick, was he?
No, he was undrafted.
Who?
I know Bernie Parmalee was. I remember Bernie Parmalee. I loved him.
Bernie Parmalee was a UPS driver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So you guys, I'll make sure I start stepping some of my production up for the member stuff and also some of the cartoons. Yeah, that's what I like. And honestly, that's my. I like doing the lives better than the recordings.
Wait, so if it's a family chat, who's the black sheep?
Me. I'm always the black sheep. I'm always there's not. Don't even you shouldn't even ask. How can you ask that question?
Yeah. Yo, Rondé was undrafted in 1995.
I think you got to go. I would get Caldwell. I think you could find him in the fourth.
Let's not.
I would get cornerback with that first fourth, though.
Yeah, let's not do the math, but he was undrafted 30 years ago in 1995.
Holy crap! We're getting old.
Yeah. He played in the Arena League. He was a wide receiver and a middle linebacker in the Arena League.
Hey, man, what's going on, Zach? How are you feeling after 3? I think philosophically, we hit it on the mark. Now it's about application.
Yep.
You want the philosophy and the application. I think the application's at least solid. Because Dirk just said that we didn't lose a fourth. We just swapped fourths. So we lost a third. But if you're getting the guy you want in the critical position, I think it's worth it. And, now he's got to pan out.
Perfect cue. No, the fourth round is tomorrow.
Yeah, and they swapped it. So, we went back 7 spots or something, which is not bad
7
at all.
spots. Nope, I'm okay with that.
So we have the 14th pick. Oh, man, I can't see on that screen.
Tomorrow will be exciting, man. Tomorrow's going to be very exciting. I don't know if I'm going to do this thing tomorrow, but.
We had 13 and 37.
14th pick of the 4th round, 5th pick of the 5th round, 13th pick of the 5th round, 19th pick of the 5th round, and then 8th, 15th, and 37th pick in the 7th round. No 6th,
Say that one more time, the whole thing.
Okay, so in the fourth, we have the 14th pick in the fourth round. I'm
Right.
only seeing the positions in the rounds. I don't see the overalls. The 13th pick in the fifth round. Sorry, the fifth pick in the fifth round,
Okay.
the 13th pick in the fifth round, and the 19th pick in the fifth round.
Gotcha.
And then
So
the
we
eighth.
lost a fourth and got a fifth.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
showing trade. It's showing trade on the fifth pick of the fifth round, the 19th pick of the fifth round, and the eighth pick of the seventh round.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, Rebels seems like a good roll of the dice, KC. They're another smart team.
Yeah, I really liked Rebel.
Darius Alexander went to New York.
Mm.
Toledo. Man, he
So-
plays with his rear end high at that defensive line.
Yeah, well, he's huge. He's 6'7", I think.
4.940. 4.9540, which is what 7A ran.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's about the split. The 40 is really overrated. It's about the split, the 10 split. That's the most. 10 split, vertical, and broad jump. Those are the ones. I don't really care what your 40 is. You're not running 40 yards unless you're a running back or something like that. I don't care about your 40.
Yeah, if you're a lineman, just let me see your second and third step. Just let me see that.
Yeah.
I'm good. That's the most important for a lineman.
I'm a huge proponent of the broad jump and vertical and the 10 split. But it's hard. Sometimes like that guy with Brooks, I guess his name is, I think that Dallas drafted early. He's so big it's hard, you know. He's got a lot of power, though.
Yeah, what's the explosiveness metrics? That's what you want to see, because you want to see someone who can get into someone else's body, not just have people getting into their body, which is what a lot of our linemen's problem is they can't keep people off their own body, and then they start grabbing and holding.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes into it. You know, everything can be like, it's like a measurement. So maybe you're not the most explosive guy, but you can have strength and you can have good technique. You can know how to cheat. Like offensive linemen have to know how to cheat.
Oh, yeah.
So there's so much stuff that goes into it. Like even Eichenberg learned, and Jackson, they learned how to cheat better.
Yeah, Eichenberg was always been pretty good at snatching breadcrumbs. Like he had that annoyability factor, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that well. He pissed people off pretty good.
This is a good one. If the NFL's hiring Kenneth Grant, then immediately we hit home 100%.
I think so too. Yeah.
Oh, I saw someone in the media say that Kenneth Grant was a luxury pick for us. It was
they just guessed, dude.
Luxury. We had 2 defensive tackles on the roster.
Yeah, people are drunk.
Well, you know what it is? You got to cover 32 teams. There's no time to really know those teams.
Yeah. Part of the explanation was they're like, well, some guys like Nolan and they have better pass rush ability, but you know, I saw someone else say, and I know, Chris, you and I talked about this online briefly. Like, he is not Haloti Ngata, but he's that role. He's going to push. He's going to let us play more of a 3-4 almost.
Yeah, but he's not going to play what I'm hoping is that he plays more 2 and 3 technique. And so if we get a guy like Caldwell and then rotate Benito in there, and you can have Sealer play a little wider out and have him play that 2 and 3, it's very formidable because a lot of his great stuff is one-on-one. He has a great swim move. He does lack some techniques and power, but the swim move is his catch move. If his swim moves, they start catching on to his swim moves. Sometimes he gets a little frustrated. But he's 21. There's a lot of time to go. Wilkins wasn't that good for the first 2 years.
Yeah, it took him a while. Yeah.
Yeah, it did take him. It was third year he hit, and then the fourth year he really became a star. So John Gruden has Grant as his top DT. I love Grant. I love Gruden.
So do you remember how I told you I texted my buddy in the front office when we drafted Grant? Mm-hmm. He came back with the video of Gruden talking about Grant.
That's a good sign off for me, man. 100%. I like Gruden.
Yeah. Well, where did Gruden go to college?
I don't know. I don't even know where I went to college. I got to stop and remember.
Didn't he go to the U?
No, Gruden was he was the 4th string quarterback at the University of Dayton,
Holy
my alma
crap.
mater.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and now also Chuck Noll went to UD. That's how one of the reasons I went there. Besides, after I applied for everything, Chuck Noll wrote a letter, like saying, please consider UD. I was like, I wish I had that. Wish I could find that letter somewhere. It's probably it was probably all my parents' stuff.
Oh, that's sweet. How could you lose that?
Because
Don't feel bad. I lost my signed copy of Bob Greasy with his glasses on.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that bottom picture is Bob Greasy. I went to high school with his son, with Brian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a year ahead of me.
That's crazy. I remember I thought that was so cool in the 70s, the glasses. I'm like, this guy is so, because I didn't know anything about football. I'm like, this guy's so cool. And my aunt and uncle who got me into football and the Dolphins, they're like, why don't you write a letter to Bob Greasy? I wrote him a letter and he sent me this like cool picture. He was taking the snap and like looking at the camera kind of. It's like middle of the game, he had the glasses on. I'm like, this guy's the coolest.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, Grant, I'm sorry, just this question real quick. Grant, yeah, he wasn't a rotational player. He was in there almost exclusively. So
Yeah, he's got stamina.
Yep. Sorry, guys, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was looking to see who the Browns are going to pick because
Harold Fanine Jr.
tight end. Now we're starting to get into the small school picks.
Yeah.
But this looks like it might be a little tight end run because now we have him. There's a couple of tight ends that have gone now.
I don't think we need to worry about tight ends. I'm happy because I'll push some other talent back to us, maybe.
Yeah.
In the 4th round, or we could trade back in.
Yeah, but so Brian played basketball and football and golf and track and field. He was like a 5-time Letterman in his senior year. But Bob, we always used to complain that our high school football games were on Thursdays because we were convinced that they put our games on Thursday so Bob could watch Brian play and then fly out for the college games on Friday.
Wow. Yeah, man, I got a special guy over here. You're like serious business.
Yeah.
So everybody who's still with us, make sure you guys go hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to Curtis's channel, do that.
Notice I suck at that. I know. Do what he says.
Yeah, do what I said.
And
I'm better at pushing you than I'm pushing myself.
I don't have a channel, so I can say make sure you go to Dirk's channel and like and subscribe there too.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fan.
Yeah, definitely. There you go. Right that's what you should definitely do. You did so good when you did that recording of me, man. Your page looks great. You know how to handle the whole business. You did a little intro. I was so jealous. I'm like, how's this jackass come on like 7 months ago? I've been doing almost 4 years, and he's already better than me. I'm like, what the hell, man?
The sad part for me is that this is my very first computer in my life.
Really?
I mean, I had never bought a computer before.
Wow.
So, like, everything is new to me. The whole thing. I've been using YouTube, looking at how-tos on how to do everything.
Oh, that's great.
Literally everything. Even how to save stuff to certain folders. That's how clueless I was.
It's amazing. My friend told me that a long time ago. He's really smart. He's like, because I kept asking him all these questions. He's like, did you try to like type that into the search engine? He's like, 5 words, search engine. I'm like, oh. Then I ask him again, like after like 50 times, I'm like, I got it. I think we should ignore safety and running back 100%.
Yeah.
You need safety. Well, not safety, cornerback. You need D interior. Why not another offensive lineman?
Yeah, I would think another offensive lineman, another
maybe receiver,
and another cornerback, at least one.
I see a lot.
Only a receiver if he's big, tall, and got big old. Hey,
Chris is here. How you doing, Chris?
We did pick up that free agent from Tennessee, the guy with 3 names. He's like 6'3", isn't he? 6'2", 6'3".
Who's that?
the dude from Tennessee.
Oh, Ikine.
Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook Ikine. Yep.
And
Yeah, he's good.
Azukanma's still on the roster. Not sure why. Not sure where he's going. But
That's weird.
I know that one of the Dolphins lists I'm on are just they really want us to get they always want us to get the next Wes Welker. So it's like we need to draft Restrepo from the U. It's like
Nah, we need some more
ran like
size.
a 5-second 40, and he is a wide receiver.
Holy cow, they got that John Cena, man. He looks so skinny now. Is he off the juice? Holy cow, he looks so skinny now. That guy's taking a break from the juice. That's crazy.
Indeed, I'd be okay actually with grabbing Corey Black in the later rounds.
Who's Corey Black?
He's a cornerback.
Who's the top yardage pass in the entire NCAAs? Who's that? Shador?
Wait, who? What?
The top passer in the entire NCAA is available to the Dolphins. Maybe learn. Who is that?
Skylar Thompson.
That's later rounds. Would that be the guy from Notre Dame? Who is that?
Ian Book? No, he was a while ago.
Patriots. Kyle Williams. Donna Ponte, our former money girl, was announcing the pick for the Patriots.
That's weird because she's in the front office of the league.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know who this guy is. 5'10", 190.
Kyle McCord. He's the leading.
He's got a little burst.
4,779 yards.
Oh, McCord. Yeah, he's the kind of guy. He reminds me of the Big Ben type kid. Yeah, Gruden did something on him too. Why not? Riley Leonard? I don't know who that is.
Riley Leonard. He's a quarterback. Riley Leonard's the quarterback from
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, yeah.
I don't know. The Patriots could strike out, man. They got Campbell. They double up on running back position they had normally. And then now they got a small receiver. I don't know. I was pretty high on what they were doing, but Campbell better pan out or they're going to take a big hit.
Yeah. Yeah, hey,
Fingers crossed.
Indeed. That was bugging me. Thanks, Indeed.
I think Henderson's going to be pretty good.
I watched Notre Dame a little bit. Sarah's family is also Notre Dame fans, and I liked some of the things that Riley Leonard did, but he just seemed to play the game a little slow.
Yeah,
you can't do that in the NFL. This guy's suit is super blue.
Whoa.
Looks like a couch my mother used to have.
What'd he say?
Someone literally just said that. Indeed. Maybe go for Isaac Tesla on day 3. He's not there on day 3.
He's gone.
There it is, yep.
See, that's what we should have been doing, grabbing kids like this in the 3rd round. Instead of going 2 firsts for Waddle and the whole draft for Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what we tried to do that in the past. What the heck was that dude's name?
Leonardo Carew, and used 2 third-round picks on him.
There was Leonte Carew, but there was some other guys before that were like, this guy, when we drafted him, everyone was like, he has the measurables of Randy Moss. And what was that guy's name?
Oh, wow. They paid 2 third-round picks to get this kid? Wow, Jacksonville got a little comeback from that trade-up. They picked up, I think, 2 thirds. Let me see. Check that again. It was a little fast.
Cameron says the Jets will take Sanders.
Yeah, right? Why not?
I don't know.
Oh man, they played. Look at that. So they got. Man, look at this. The Lions. They got Tesla 70. They get a 6th-round pick and another 6th-round pick, and it cost them. Well, they had to give the third. They swapped the thirds, but then they gave 2 more 3rd rounds to pick this kid up. He better be good. That's a lot of value, man.
Dang.
And a bag of donuts.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at our historical wide receivers, and I'm seeing names that I like. Yeah, I completely blocked these guys out.
What about like Chris Chambers?
Chris Chambers is in there, but I loved Chris Chambers. Absolutely loved him.
He was good for a couple of years.
I also loved a player that most people didn't like, but I absolutely loved him. Ever since that game where he returned 2 kickoffs in a row, back to back. Yeah. I was so in love with him, man. I thought he was my favorite.
And his family?
What's that?
Ted Ginn and his
Of course. Of course.
Look at Reason of Finside mentioned that QB Seth Hagen may have photographic memory.
Chris Chambers was drafted in 2001.
What's the opposite of photographic memory? I think that's me.
Larry Shannon, that's the guy I was looking for. East Carolina wide receiver, drafted in 98.
I don't remember him. I remember, what was his name? Who blew his knee out that Jimmy drew?
Yatil Green. He was the year before. Yeah, here's some wide receiver names.
That's true.
Oh, who do we have here? Yeah, Chris Chambers was 2001. Sam Simmons from Northwestern in the 5th round. J.R. Tolliver. They don't even have a link to him on the NFL web on Pro Football Reference. Devin Aromashadu. Forgot that guy's name. Derek Hagan.
Oh man, I remember him.
And then it was the Ginn draft.
Yep. Perfect Q says Ted Ginn used to smoke Darrelle Revis. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I'm telling you.
Patrick Island. Turner and Brian Hartline.
Brian Hartline was meh.
Clyde Gates.
Who was the kid that caught the big pass to save us from the defeated season?
Oh, that was Greg Camarillo.
Yeah, that's Greg Camarillo.
Yeah, that was worth it just for that.
Or no, we beat the Ravens.
I remember watching that. That was the last season my wife watched the Dolphins with. She's like, I'm tired of watching you be depressed. It's not fun. We were sitting in like a big like wings place. I still remember that day when we got that. It was like one of the biggest moments. We didn't get the defeated season. I thought that would have been probably disgusting. Yeah,
Rashard Matthews. That was a good 7th round pick, wide receiver.
Who?
Rashard Matthews.
Yeah, he was all right. He didn't really do much for us, but it wasn't bad for that.
3,100 yards in his career.
Really?
But I think he ended with Tennessee.
Yeah, it wasn't with us. Yeah, he had a couple big years with Tennessee. Just think about that. At this point, if Shedeur Sanders, would you take him? But think about how that kid must feel right now.
Yeah.
He came in thinking he was going top 3, and he's not even in the top 3 of the rounds. That is brutal, man.
They said he made a custom room in his house for the draft.
Yeah, it's all painted up and everything, and he's got all kinds of words painted on the walls and I guess and everything.
Yeah, there's some issues there, man. There's some narcissism there.
Yeah, and with all that aside, though, I do feel bad for him. But I'll tell you this: we're at the point in the draft now where whoever ends up picking up Shedeur Sanders, they're getting a pretty good deal.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yep. Remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
I remember him. Yep.
And remember, Jimmy also drafted that really speed receiver, and I thought he was going to be something. He was nothing. I can't remember his name. No, the receiver, the running back, the speed running back.
Oh.
And everybody thought he was going to be something.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I have to go dig through my.
Oh wait, the Saints grabbed Shedeur.
What?
Oh, I see the Bills on the clock.
Nope. Saints don't draft him. Oh, this kid's going to be taken in the 4th or 5th round.
Oh shit.
What year was Jimmy the coach?
Yeah, but his game can't be that bad. I mean, there is issues to it. He holds the ball too long. But I've seen lesser quarterbacks taken earlier. I think it's a combo, but maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't study him, so I'm not going to say.
I know his pocket awareness has left something to be desired at times. That's for sure.
Yeah, Avery, that was it.
Oh, John Avery. He was
Yeah.
a wide receiver, wasn't he?
No, he was a running back.
No, he's
He
a
had
running
like
back,
really
yeah.
like home run speed, but he just wasn't good.
Yep.
I was so excited about that. I was bad back then. I didn't know my behind from my elbow back then. I believed everything. Super Bowl
Super Bowl.
every year. Super Bowl. Ignorance is bliss. I was much happier back then.
Who did John Avery get traded for? Because it was a big name.
They didn't do much. Here come the Bills. Let's see what they do. I'm not too happy about that. I mean, as an evaluator, I think they kind of reached a lot. I think they're getting desperate. This could be a sign they're stumbling.
Shador would be so upset if he got drafted by the Bills.
Oh, he got traded for Marcus Nash, who was another supposedly like bust that draft wide receiver.
Crap,
Who did they take?
man. Landon Jackson.
Oh, that's who I wanted. I told Tommy to get that guy. He is a steal, right? It's a steal. This guy, I told Tommy. I didn't tell Tommy. I told you, Tommy. I thought they would go. That's a steal. Damn.
That was exactly what I was thinking, indeed. Same thing I was thinking just now. That's a good point, too.
I would be okay picking up Epinesa if the Bills released him.
Me too. and getting replaced by a rookie, he might be just pissed off enough to want to do some damage in the same division. I would totally be down for that.
Sorry, guys. I can't do two things at once.
You're good.
Hand check.
Curtis won't be able to engage anymore in this live stream until you guys all like this stream.
Uh-oh.
Don't incentivize them.
Uh-oh. Oh, remember Cecil? Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to be good, too.
Lawrence Phillips.
Azariah Thomas just went to the Jets. Gosh.
Nah, they'll probably keep him because they're really thin on the edges. They're definitely. I like this kid. Damn, I wish they didn't get him. This kid is so talented, dude. He had like a 40-plus vertical.
Yeah. Beastly.
Damn. That guy's talented.
Huh.
Who did Jets draft?
Azariah Thomas.
Oh, yeah. Not bad, right?
That's a good pick for them. I'm bummed about it. I liked him. Now I have to hate him.
Got to. Who's there for us at cornerback now, though? Maybe they're planning on just holding Ramsey down and not getting rid of him.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see if that happens, how he handles it. I think the Bills just bounced back from the draft, which is questionable. Jets have been pretty solid. I think the AFC East is getting tough. Oh, somebody before had mentioned Glenn running the Jets. No, I think he's going to be good. I don't know about great, but I think he's going to be good. He'll hold the locker room together with his tough ways, and he's got the street cred. People will respect him as a player. Depends on who's. Well, what'd you
The
say?
the only two players that were in the top 30 ranks for players in the draft is Xavier Watts and Shador Sanders. That's it.
Oh, but Abel likes Kobe Bryant too.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant's going to be available. Siobhan Revel is still there.
Wow, those cornerbacks fell a lot, man. A lot of cornerbacks fell.
Siobhan Revel, Kobe Bryant are the two highest ranked. You got Denzel Burke is still in. Zy Alexander, I like him. I like Zy Alexander a lot.
It'll be an exciting day tomorrow, man.
Quincy Riley, Dorian Strong is still there. Jamari Harris, he's in still. Upton Stout, there's a few left.
I trade Ramsey anywhere to where it's freezing. Somebody said, no, that was something else. I'm getting delirious now. I've never done anything this long before. Testing the boundaries of my endurance. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Let's see. Broncos doing pretty good too, man. They got Barron. That was a nice pick.
Did Revel go to Kansas City?
Yeah. I think we mentioned that before.
Yeah, I don't know why it's sitting here saying Siobhan Revel is still available on Bleacher
Computer.
Report.
It's stupid.
Stupid freaking computers.
Stupid. And they're looking at us going, stupid humans.
Yeah. I'm not sure why, but yeah, Bleacher Report's still showing Siobhan Revel available. My bad.
Well, somebody was saying before it's time for the Bonin to rise. Bonner, man, he's got to rise. Bonner's got to rise.
Norman Lott.
I'm nervous about Denver. They're going to be a tough team. They had the number one offensive line in the league last year in all metrics.
Okay, so it's showing Siobhan Revel wasn't drafted by the Chiefs.
No?
I'm pretty sure he was.
They got Josh Simmons in the first round. Then the second round, it's showing Omar Norman Lott. And then the third round, it says Ashton Giote. Yeah.
How's the Rebels there?
So
that's a revelation.
It's saying Revel's still there. I mean, this is just Bleacher Report. They could be totally stupid right now.
I'll just check NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, a second. I'll be back.
I could have sworn he was already taken too.
I'm checking. Hold on. I just want to X out of this thing. The teams. Oh, man, this stuff's complicated. Casey. Where's Casey? There you are. Nope, they didn't take Revel.
I think Pat Bryant just got taken by the Broncos wide receiver. Okay, so no Revel. He's still there.
Revel without a team.
Good job. Good job.
Hey, I got the music and the movie references.
There you go. There you go. Oh, man, I'm going to be recovering. I'm going to snore. Anytime I get really tired, my wife's going to be so pushy. She stops snoring. I'm snoring tonight, dude. But the funny part is she snores louder than me. She just doesn't notice it. If I do that to her, dude, it's a doomed day. My whole day's ruined.
Back in college, when I was living in the football house, they whenever we would snore, we kept bags of Frito-Lay's chips in everybody's dorm room. So whenever somebody would start snoring, people would just go in and crumple up some tater chips and drop it in their mouth. It's messed up, man.
I was in a fraternity.
That's brutal, dude.
I was in a fraternity. You don't want to know what we did to the people that fell asleep first.
That is brutal.
There was a lot of Sharpies around.
That is brutal. Oh, yeah, I agree, Perfect Q. They did. They got Walker and Pierce Jr. That's a lot of defense adding.
Yeah.
I agree. It's not a minority opinion. I think that's a fair opinion. San Fran got Nick Martin, 5'11", 221. It's amazing when you watch the highlights. Like, these guys are awesome. Every one of them, most of them won't pan out.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm hoping.
Yeah,
that
and the
doesn't
crazy
happen to
thing is,
Miami.
these are the ones that were there of the thousands that aren't getting drafted. These are the top 1%, and they still may not make it.
Yeah.
It's like 1% of 1% make it in the league.
Kind of crazy when you think about it.
Oh, we got Grant. We got Grant in the first round, and then Safinessa in the second. And now we'll wait until tomorrow unless we do something.
That same time I met Jeff Dellenbach, I
Hey,
also
V21.
met Mark Higgs. And I was bigger than Mark Higgs, but I put my hand on his back, and it felt like I was touching my desk.
Oh,
It-
yeah.
It was solid.
You better be at that size.
I Googled how to say Jonah's last name.
How do you say it?
Saveanea.
Oh,
That's
God.
always-
That's
that's how-
another
I know.
one, man. I'm going to be
That's
taking
a
me 4
tough
years to
one.
remember.
It took
Curtis
me
is
a
just
while
going to
for
call him
Tua.
Jonah S.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. JS. I suck at the
Saveanea.
names, dude.
Oh my goodness, this is a hard one. Saveanea. I gotta train myself to say it.
Just don't look
Like-
at the
like-
spelling.
Ifietu Melifonwu. That was another one that just about killed me.
I got
Really?
my wife's from Panama, so they got the weird names. I've been married to her 20 years. I still forget how to pronounce some of their names.
Have you ever seen?
Oh,
Tua?
Revel's gone. Revel went to Cowboys.
Oh boy.
Have you ever seen Tua's full name?
Yeah.
That's not it.
No.
No.
Hang on. Yeah, Tua's
Yeah,
got
I saw
a
that, Chris.
long
Thanks.
name.
Forget that, dude.
And
Your
his
name's
middle
not
name
Tom,
is-
Dick, or Harry, man. I struggle with it. And even with that, I forget my kids' names
Okay.
sometimes.
Are you ready? Tua's full name is Tua Nigamana Olapola Donnie Tagovailoa.
Man. Gotta have a
It's a lot.
PhD to remember those names. Panthers trade. The pick is in. They move up. Is there a run on cornerbacks? There might be a run on cornerbacks at the end of this third round.
Which sucks for us.
There. I threw it in the chat. I don't know if it's gonna let me chat.
There it is.
Yeah.
No, they got Chuba Hubbard. What a name. Running back Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba. I think
Sounds
it's
like a
Chuba.
Disney
Chuba?
character.
Chuba Hubbard?
There's Tua's full name.
It's unreal. Do it, Curtis. Say it.
That's kind of cruel and unusual punishment.
No, that second syllable. No, nope.
Tua Nigmanualapola Donnie Tagovailoa.
Donnie.
Tunga Vailoa. There's no N in there, but there is an N in there.
Oh,
Just
whatever.
throw that Donnie right in the middle of it. You know.
Donnie. I know, like Donnie. That's the only one I can get. Donnie.
Oh man.
Donnie. Dorian Strong. Who's that?
Yeah, he's from. Is it Virginia Tech?
He's a corner?
He's a corner.
He sounds
it's
like someone
Virginia
from
Tech.
the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's Dorian Gray.
Christopher said, cornerback, Virginia Tech. Yep.
Yeah, let's call him Donnie now. That's what I should have been doing all these years. Tunga Viola. Right? The best thing to do is stop hoping a player goes before the Finns because they'll get picked. Yeah, right? I know. Hey, man, look, I put my shirt on 2 days in a row. I got 2 trench plays. Maybe that's what we've been missing all these years.
So as soon as we start talking about a player we want, they get picked. Let's start talking about what we can do to get Shedeur Sanders on the team.
Yeah, I was gonna say before the Bills' next pick, I was gonna say let's talk Shedeur Sanders.
That's crazy. This guy's he's gonna go into the 4th round. And now they're talking about him now. Did he get
Look
picked?
at Jerry Jones dancing. Do you see this?
No.
I'm on a commercial right now.
That's got to be scary, though. That guy must look like a zombie dancing. He's worse than me.
It's funny.
I don't dance. My wife's a dancer. I don't dance. I got like one move. It's like, I don't know. I forgot about it. Man's got to know his limitations. Tua just listed his $3 million house. He can afford the $10 million home he bought.
Oh yeah, he listed
Yeah,
that a couple weeks ago, but he's also having another kid, I think.
Wow.
Well, he's having another kid, and he had that stalking incident going on where people were like hanging out outside his house, and he had to call.
Really?
Oh, I missed that.
A few times, yeah. So I'd imagine he's trying to just get in the house. Some people were saying, "Oh, he's trying to move because he's going to get traded," and that's just stupid.
No.
It's because of the kid and because of the stalking stuff. Yeah.
People are such jackasses.
Dude, totally. It's so ridiculous.
Look, I totally think it's fair. I mean, we've been in this rut forever. But you got to just kind of play it out. I'm set. Like I said, I'm setting up for 2027. I'm going to see how the rest of this draft plays out. See how these 2 players play out. That's all you can do. You know, most teams are in mediocrity. They are. We've just been in it for longer than anybody. So, I don't know. I just got to have some hope. That's why I started doing the cartoons. I just want to have some fun. You know?
Yeah.
And because he has a much like, yeah, that helps too. Yeah, of course. Big contracts. Dolphins have 2 Polynesians went to the same high school, play on offense, play the ukulele and sing. They should do a song, man. That'd be great. Do you think Shedeur's looking at his dad and saying, "It's your fault"? He's saying something. He's saying something.
He could be. I think a lot of it has to do with Daddy.
Like, in what way? What do you think? Why?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like total craziness, but you got to think about the fact that he has never played for anybody other than his dad.
That was bad. They should never have that hat. That was, yeah.
And so, like, the question is he going to be able to take criticism from anybody but him wherever he goes?
Yep. He babied him too much.
And then he goes and gives an interview like he did. And when he gave that interview, it just confirmed that.
Who's
makes me wonder,
Dion or Shedeur?
Dion with how he treated his son, and now Shedeur's probably not able to take criticism, or at least there's a question of it, depending on.
Yeah, in football, you got to take criticism, man.
Yeah, from Shedeur's last interview where he kind of made an ass out of himself.
I didn't see the interview. What did he do?
He's just super, super cocky.
Oh, really? What a jack.
Yeah,
He's trying to be like his father.
Yeah, that's kind of what it came off as, at least to me. Like I said, I'm not trying to talk a bunch of smack about Shedeur. You know, I know he's talented and he could probably be a decent quarterback. It's just, I know a lot of teams don't want to take a chance on him now, probably because of that combined with his dad and the fact that he's never played for anybody else. High school,
yeah, that's
college,
not good.
Anything. So.
I'm in a mindset that we roll with Tua, and when he gets hurt, McDaniel and Greer can give excuses at Tua's injuries once again. Yeah, I hope not. If we have no success in the next 2 years, those 2 got to go. There's no 2 ways about it. I'm talking about Greer and McDaniel, maybe Tua too, whatever. But to me, he's got to start with those 2.
Yeah.
I think that the concerns with Sanders, he was paying. Yeah, it's the same thing. Powell, you know, good times make weak men. You know, Dion tried to pamper his son. He should have just put him out there. It's the hardest thing to do, though. But it's like
So
you
that's
got to
kinda-
do it. You
that's
got to let
also why I
go.
kind of think that him going to and going to Dallas would just because Dion would be heavily involved part of the team, and just I think it'd be a bad situation for Shador. But
He's
what
going to
do I
go
know?
someplace, don't you think? Major think, was he going to go undrafted?
I think he'll get snagged in the third or the fourth. I'm sorry. I think he'll get snagged, but I don't know. I really didn't expect it to be this deep. So,
A second, the wife's calling. I'll be
uh-oh.
right back.
I think some coach like, man, would it super surprise you to see Sean Payton think he can do something with him and go to Denver? Or
Maybe, but man,
McVay?
Sean Payton really likes Bo. He's really digging Knicks.
Yeah, but you've always got to keep that pipeline filled.
Yeah, that's true. Well, who's their backup now? Because they don't got Zach Wilson anymore.
It's a good question. Denver Broncos roster.
Who was their third quarterback last year? Can't remember.
Oh, he definitely loves his son. But that's not the problem I have with my oldest son. He's not like me. He's like the sensitive, like brainy kind of dude. Like he's got, he learned how to play Mozart's. I forgot which it was, Midnight Sonata in like a week. And he's just not. He could barely run. Like he's just tall and he's not athletic. And I try to baby him, but I love him. But you got to throw him out there. Sometimes the love becomes suffocating. I'm battling with that myself. My younger one, he's like me. He's just runs around, banging around and stuff.
Yeah.
Jarrett Stidham and Sam Ellinger.
Yeah.
Those are the two QBs on the Broncos, other than Bo Nix.
And they got somebody else. Didn't the Giants draft somebody else too? Oh yeah, Alexander. Yeah, they do. That is, and then they got the other guy, the other DN they got. You could go put the 5th-year option on him too. I can't remember his name, Thibodeau or something like that.
So do we still think Russell Wilson's going to start for them?
Yeah.
And Jackson Dart's going to ride the pine first year?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Probably if they're smart.
Yeah.
You want to set the kid up for success.
Right.
They still got to iron stuff out for that offensive line. Bengals. The Bengals. Who did the Bengals draft so far? Man, isn't Burrow ending up like Marino?
Yeah, and I don't know how the Bengals got to hope to hit on a lot of stuff because they don't have any money.
No.
I mean,
they got. I don't know that Shamar Stewart's an interesting if he pans out.
Yeah.
Demetrius Knight, I don't know him. He's a linebacker. Dylan Fairchild, guard.
SEC guard.
Yeah, that's good.
6'5" guard.
Yeah, it's not. That's average. They like 6'3", 6'4".
Everyone says Tua's so short. I don't think Burrow's that much taller.
No, he's like 6. I thought he was like 6'3".
Well, they say 6'3". He doesn't look 6'3" to me. I see another thing saying he's 6'4".
He ain't 6'4".
No.
No way.
We'll just go to Combine. They'll have the measurements there. Go to NFL Combine. I'll tell you the exact height. Yeah. It's measured.
Combine height.
Yeah, that's the official.
Combine height was 6'3" and 4/8. Why'd they say 4'8"? 6'3.5".
They like to be
4/8.
I am an engineer by schooling, so that bothers me when they don't reduce fractions.
You're an engineer. No wonder you're smart.
6'3" and 16 seconds.
Yeah. 6'4", and he's only 215.
Yeah, he's light. That's why I think he gets hurt,
Probably. Yeah.
along with bad lines.
And his hair.
His hair sucks. But he's got hair, man. I take it. I'd be like purple hair. If you said, Curtis, you got to have hair and go purple, I'd do it.
She is getting
Yeah, he is.
way creepier and way more insistent that I'm in her sleeping space.
Look at him. Look at her. She's pretty, though. She said she's 16?
In July, she'll be 16.
Wow. That's pretty old, isn't it?
My other one passed at 16 and a half. So.
Oh, wow. Those small dogs live a long time.
Yeah.
She's so look at her. She's eyeing you, dude.
Staring at you.
Peace.
I love animals.
All right. Curtis, thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I'm going too, guys. I think I'm going too. Thank you.
Don't forget, it's only 7
Thanks for
o'clock
having
where
me, dude.
Dirk
I always
is.
appreciate being on here.
Yeah, get some sleep. I'm tired too. My throat's killing me. All right, guys, we got the gist. I don't think they're trading back in.
I don't think so either.
How many more picks are there?
We're at 82 right now.
So 12 more? 14 more?
Nah. All right, I'm old. I got to get up in the morning to do podcasts. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody stopping by. Dirk, PJ, Zach, you were in here too. I appreciate everybody stopping in. You guys are the best for sticking around here. Sorry, I'm old, man. It's been a rough couple of days. Dirk pushed me out. He made me call no mas. Have a good night, all. Be happy with the draft. Philosophically, it was good. It was pretty solid at the very least. Let's see about tomorrow. Go Fins. Curtis, PJ, and Dirk out.